Why waste all we given? But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run. And we can run. The stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
Hey guys, what's happening? Sorry about the slight delay, but we are just waiting for one of the players to get in the server at the moment. I do believe it's one of the boys from Team Arrays who's trying to verify, I think, his files. I'm not exactly sure who it is, so we'll probably just wait for him to get in the server before we get started. But the map rotation is going to be Cobble, followed by, I think Cobble was Realmin's pick, followed by Infernos, which was Arrays, and then Train was a map that was not vetoed out. So if it does go to a best of three, it will end on Train. So Train's going to be quite an interesting map. I mean, Cobblestone, I think we've seen teams perform quite consistently well on towards the T side, as opposed to the CT side, which is quite rare in all maps. So, without ado, let's just get towards the game. I mean, might as well just introduce everyone inside the server. And I do forgive my PC for lagging out. If you can sponsor me and get like a better PC, that'd be greatly appreciated because that means I can actually stream properly. So. No, so on I'm glad that I can actually catch this match. This is the first time I'm actually going to watch Real Mint play. I haven't been able to catch Real Mint just yet, so it's been a bit disappointing that I haven't been able to, but finally been able to do it tonight. And I guess it's looking like quite a good matchup, so to speak. I mean, both teams want to prove themselves inside the CGM scene. So we do have Team Arrays with PCM, JC, Zor, and Exy. I think they told me I pronounced Zor correctly. So I can always just call him Rocks, because he's either rock solid or rock bottom, depending on how he'll perform tonight, I guess. That's my prediction. He's either going to top or he's going to bottom. That's probably a very rude prediction to make already initially, but on the side of Realmint we have Crumb, Tatanka, Luke P, Rumble. I'm not sure who Rumble is actually, but and Mo. Um, Rumble seems to be. I may take a guess at this. It may be. No, I don't know who Rumble is. So, uh, I think it may be Hellraiser. I could be wrong. After all, I've seen part of the regulators lineup, so he may be part of. Rumble, maybe. Just maybe. Needless to say, it should be a good match. And once again, if you're wondering why there is a delay, it is just we're just waiting on the last member from Team Arrays. Apparently some verification issues that they need to fix up, but I might as well just draw on the map. I mean, a lot of the terrorist sides do like executing towards the B site more, and really, the play that is always going to happen is here. I mean, drop room is probably the most crucial on this one because of the height advantage that terrorists actually get. You can't hold drop room with utility as a counter-terrorist. I mean, normally we see, for example, utility blocking off. You have to be watching this line nearly the entire time, otherwise they are just going to jump down into drop room. We've been seeing a lot of counter-terrorists actually boosting up and getting control of drop room before the terrorists can come up. A bit of a risky play. I don't like seeing it happen too often. I do like teams mixing it up. We do see a bit of an ETA question coming out now. Welcome to TPG, net. Okay. Nah, just welcome to internet overall. I'm dying. No, I'm not. Yeah, so a lot of teams actually like executing towards space on a lot more. I mean, they get 3 out towards platform, 2 into drop, so it looks like we were waiting for dash. So generally terrorists like getting 3 there, 2 towards there, getting control of the B site, but even if they go towards A instead, so they make a lot of noise towards B, then they fall back, and then they try to cut off the rotators from B side, because a lot of counter-terrorists play 3 towards B and 2 towards A. Nevertheless, we are going to go live with the knife round. This is probably the least delayed map we've had so far today, or in this last week, should I say. As we do see JC is already disconnected, so bit interesting already. So I spoke too soon. I just cursed the game. So it looks like that they're going to have to do a 4-on-5 knife. Not sure how they're going to do this. No, JC has come back successfully, so he's still alive. It looks like they'll fall back. It's interesting to see what side each one is going to pick. Yeah, so here we have a bit of action going towards the side of Arrays. So far getting the first pick. Real Mint getting absolutely demolished. It's up to Rumble, but he can't really do anything. Can someone confirm who Rumble is? I got a feeling he's Hellraiser, but not 100% sure. So if anyone knows, please let me know. And we are going to see Erase pick the knife round. They will vote to stay the T side, so not completely unexpected at this stage. Play demo, nice memes, I guess, but we are just waiting for them to go live, and they are going to go live into the pistol round. Would not be surprised to see a 4-room drop strat on the terrorist side. We're seeing already 3 armor and decoys. We're just looking towards PCM and JC to see if they pick up any utility. It looks like they're not going to pick up any utility, so it just looks like it's going to be a hard drop. Now, Real Mint, they're actually just stacking 4 towards B's side, so a correct read from Real Mint, and really, where are the terrorists going to go with their Glocks? We do see a flashbang coming out to try to stall them from coming out towards drop, and it looks like there's a bit of a fake. They've actually made a lot of noise towards B, but they're actually going back towards A, so I like this from Erase. So they're surprising, mixing it up, and now Luke P in a very poor position, already dinked out and stuck behind APC. This tries to do some damage, and he tries to pick off the bomb planner, is going to be taken out. Now, the rest of Erase have had the time to get into a good position, and as a result, they've already taken 2 members of Real Mint down. A little bit of decoy towards B side, and we're going to see a boost towards Balcony, but Rumble pushing out is going to find PCM, but Zor and Exy both going to find kills themselves, and Tatanka now stuck in vent room by himself. Now Exy knows where he is, so he's going to be trying to dancing off, but he should die very shortly as he's surrounded from all sides by terrorists. So a nice round from Erase to make a lot of noise B and just fall back, so really well played. Yeah, I've got to say, I'm liking the strategy so far from Erase. It's a good start for them, as we do see an interesting buy, I guess. 2 Galils, a Sauna from PCM, so wouldn't be surprised to see PCM make work with that into drop, but looks like he's actually going towards long A, quite interestingly enough. So looks like the game plan for Erase is actually to push into A side, so maybe during their practice they've executed more towards his A side to find success. I'm not sure. As we do see Luke P is holding a very close line, needs to be careful of not being found out, and PCM's going to find him out, but he's going to get dropped very quickly now. Crumb also picking up a kill into Exy. We're going to see Zor actually pushing in from Suis. He's going to find a kill. The rest of Erase are on a limited time to get onto the site. I think they've lost their timing interval, as we do see the rest of Real Mint rotating over. Crumb's been spotted out towards Balcony, as we see Erase now pushing through into Stable. Now Crumb's been spotted out, Zor pushing in. Rumble's already too low to do any damage, and there we are. JC also picks off Crumb. JC should be able to pick off Mo as well, and he does manage to pick him off. And Tatanka, the last man left standing, does have armor in the CZ, but he needs to do a lot of work. JC trying to help him, but it looks like he's going to get the kill into Tatanka in the end. Dash being dinked by his own teammate, manages to live. And he's only bought a Tech 9, so I think he's the AWPer of the team, so this is really indicating towards him purchasing up an AWP. Now, Real Mint, they have bought armor, pistol, but they were only able to get two weapons off Erase, so they have to go for a full eco, and I think next round they won't be able to afford an AWP, because you see a nice little jump. A run boost there coming out from Dash. I'm not sure who was on the bottom. A couple of good HE grenade. No, that looks like the HE grenade didn't do much damage, as Exy is the first man out. It's going to spot out Mo. Flicks very nicely. UMP now trying to dink Tatanka, but Tatanka dinks him with the UMP instead. And now Exy needs to be careful as Tatanka gets the first kill for the counter-terror, so it's going to be dangerous for Erase as they're walking into a good crossfire. PCM also dinked, so he's isolated by himself. Not sure what he's trying to do as he pushes his way towards platform. Going to try and drop the pistol back, and that is some solid good teamwork as we see Zor now actually with the AK. He's on full HP, and they're trying to still make things work as the tank is spotted out, going to be taken down by Zor. Nice headshot from him. PCM should fall very shortly as Rumble is spotting him out. Erase still waiting for the rotators, not going to find anything just as of yet, as we do see Real Mint just still waiting on towards the B site. And Dash probably needs to use some of that utility. It looks like the rest of Erase have made their way up towards the site. PCM going to fall. These headshots insane out of Real Mint at the moment, but looks like Zor's going to pick off Rumble as a trade. And the bomb plant now going down, and Zor needs to be careful of being picked off. He is picked off by Crumb. Dash now on the flank. He managed to find Crumb reloading. Needs to turn around and turn it on towards Luke P. Unable to land that final shot, and that is a very poor round from Erase, just coming out and just getting dinked without using some of the utility. I think just rushing it a little bit too fast there. Real Mint had no armor and no guns. That was inexcusable from Erase to actually lose that. They will still have enough money to buy up, however, so that may be a bit of a reassurance. I'm not sure what JC is going to buy here. He may have to force... It looks like he forces a Deagle. We do see an AWP now from Tatanka, so the round before I would have said that should have been, you know, Real Mint not be able to afford an AWP. Looks like all of a sudden they are able to afford an AWP. And really, these buy rounds are now being blown open. Both economies now kind of suffering. Luke P actually is still in a lot of money because he's the man who was left standing towards the final round. He's managed to save himself an AK and some money. Interesting to see where Tatanka is playing with that AWP. He is sitting in chicken. Dash, meanwhile, just spotting from, I think it is from tower. He's just waiting for pushes from A, but looks like Real Mint, very patient. Not going to try and push out and find any information just yet. There is no noise being made from the players towards B platform. And I think Exy now thinking about pushing out of B halls onto the platform. But they need to line up some good utility. Let's see if the players from Eraser got it. Now we do hear a grenade being primed to go in towards the site. Tanker now. Still spotting towards the hall. He's going to spot a couple of flashbangs coming out, but gets JC with a good timing shot. Also finds Exy all of a sudden. Eraser in a bit of a trouble as Mo picks up another one. Tatanka picks up the third of his round. And Dash, who was playing the lurker, is the last man left standing. And this is the danger of when you lose and give counter-terrorists an AWP. And we see Tatanka picking up 3 quick kills and really just being like hit once. And really, so Rumble's thinking about pushing up now. He's just jumping and he's finally managed to push up. But Dash actually picked away at the wrong time. I think he's been spotted out. They know where he is. 15 seconds left. Dash needs to run. He needs to make a dash for his life and just hide. It looks like Real Mint not going to be going on the hunt either. So Dash will be able to save this AWP. But a poor money situation for Erasers. Most of the players on 1500. Dash going to be staying on 100, but he doesn't have the AWP. So it's up to him to open up the utility in the next round. As he does manage to save it. Real Mint, they didn't lose a single gun in that round, and they're going to breathe a big sigh of relief. Barely use any utility either, and that's really crucial. Utility costs quite a lot on the counter-terrorist side, so any utility that you can save, so grenades, I mean, look at that. You've got Molotov and smoke grenade, flashbangs, and AG. A full set are going to set you back, what? 1400, 1500, maybe more. We do see just a fast A-rush coming in, however, from Erase, and look at this, just coming out fast and along A to see if they can find any counter-terrorists, but looks like that Real Mint have fallen back in time. They've read this correctly and pulled the rotator over. Luke P now spraying. Needs to be careful not being isolated. Contact managed to take down PCM, so Luke P managed to take out one, but being swarmed from all sides is going to be taken down eventually. The rest of the terrorists making their way towards stable, unable to push any further. Now they do have a couple of guns. Rumble, it makes an amazing bang to get JC, and suddenly Dash, last man left standing. It should, misses an AWP from, misses another one. He should fall at this stage. As they're trying to dance around, Crumb now whipping out the USP, or is it the 5-7 now charging in? Dash completely blind. It's a bit of a weird aim deal that's happening at this stage. Now Real Mint just converging from all angles, and Dash unable to find a single kill. He's going to fall. Real Mint going to go into the lead now, 3-2. And they once again didn't lose a single gun on this fast eco. Now Erase forced onto another poor eco, and they won't be able to afford an AWP unless they win, so they may just try going for a fast B. I do know that I think there are 2 counter-terrorists holding towards the B position. They're going to pre-nade it, and there are no nades on the side of Erase. It looks like Erase just going hard towards the platform. Molotovs and AGs coming out to delay this push. It's going to work as Erase just really in B hold. They barely took any damage from the grenade, so they're more than happy just to stay there and keep safe. And we just see, I think, Real Mint just probably just blowing their utility a little bit too early. We do see Zor now thinking about pushing out by himself. Mo now coming out. He's spotting the line. He spotted out one. Managed to pick off one. JC trying to get some as well. Mo getting 2 kills. He's also tagged Dash quite low. And now they're making... Looks like they're still staying towards B hall. Mo playing safe actually. Not risking and wanting... He could go get more kills if he wanted to. But looks like he's going to go for the team play. And Exy now thinking of pushing out. Tatanka spotted him. Whips out the USP. But really, Mo now just trying to spot across. He's going to get PCM. Tatanka's going to pick off Exy. Dash the last one left standing. Mo gets himself a nice 4K with the A4. And really just some patience there just to make sure that he wasn't overwhelmed. So some smart plays. Aggression just at the right time. Someone called luck. And yes, this game is reliant on a little bit of luck. He got lucky and he didn't push it. He fell back. You know, he's like, okay, they're going to have to make the play. We will know when they rotate out. So we've blown our utility a little bit early, so we've got to make sure we get a couple of picks before they can just overwhelm us onto the side. Luke P pushing in through mid with the AWP is going to get the pick onto Zor, and that's already a man down for a raise. And, well, this was Real Mint's pick, but Erase look quite good with their pistol strat. I'm a bit surprised to see them being overwhelmed at this stage. We do see Rumble actually dodging a grenade. Does only take 1 damage. Now Array's in a world of trouble. They're still stuck, unable to go anywhere. Down a man already. Still trying to spot towards B-Halls. So Tank has been boosted up towards platform. So he's going to be spotting the B-Halls line. Won't be able to spot PCM. There is a wall there, but JC has made his way towards the Half-Life symbol. I think there is a Black Mesa symbol, and he should find JC very easily. So Tank are going to get a quick pick as well. And the picking power of the utility and the pick power of the AWP so far being demonstrated in the hands of real men. I mean, just I don't think Arrays were expecting the double AWP coming out from Luke P as well. So, and once again, PCM just trying to make his way towards drop by himself. Dash needs to come and help back his teammate up, and Luke P is going to actually get picked off, probably peeking a little bit too aggressively with the AWP, but he managed to get some information, knows that there's one towards drop room, so there is execution towards this A site now. Mo should be picked off, as Tanker now needs to make things happen, unable to do so. Rumble gets the trade, however. Exit the last man left standing. Now he's going to be on a 1-on-1 after taking down Rumble. Does manage to get a plant down behind Statue. Crumb coming in from drop room. Should be able to get an easy... No, misses the spray, and Exy going to win that 1-on-2 situation. Nicely played by him. I would expected Crumb, I think, to have picked that one up, to be honest. I mean, should have picked up the crumbs, really. But missing, I would say, arguably textbook spray, and as a result is going to give the round towards Arrays, and they are going to be able to pick up the AWP, so they're going to give it towards Dash. Zor, however, quite poor, needs to force up a Tech 9. And looks like that Dash just loves sitting in this tower to make sure that no counter-terrorists push out, and I guess this is a solid decision. I mean, there is Crumb who's thinking about pushing out. Now Mo's going to be tagged quite heavily. He's going to have to throw out a Molotov of his own. JC coming across. Mo picking off one. Mo picking off two. Mo, can he pick off the third? As Zord is now coming out. No, Zor gets one. Meanwhile, Rumble picks off one towards, I think it was drop. And now Zor is trying to dance on the platform, but he's not going to find anything as the Tanker picks him up. Dash to the last man left standing once again, trying to make his way towards B-Halls. But he's got the AWP, and he's going to have a lot of work to do in front of him to make it work, and we do see him now making his way towards the platform, peeking out, he's in spot now. Oh, misses a shot to Tanker. To Tanker now crossing back. Now he's stuck in a very poor position. He's going to try and flash himself out. Is able to do so, but missing too many AWP shots really to make this count. Whips out the Tech 9. I'm not sure why he's trying to go into aim deal, as we do see Molotovs coming out. Now he does manage to finally pick off the Tanker, but the Molotov should be able to clean it up quite easily alongside with the HE grenade. So Dash really missing a lot of crucial AWP shots, and now Arrays into an eco situation. Real Mint obviously winning the last couple of rounds quite comprehensively. We see them winning the the fourth and fifth round without barely losing any members. Oh, sorry, 3 rounds in a row with just losing one member. Really allowed them to build up the bank, and as a result, we still see them with a full buy on most of their players and 7k on 2 of their players. So they should be able to buy it for the next round still. Now, Arrays, where are they going to go? They've tried B so many times now. It's a mixed work so far. They've won the one in terms of the pistol round, a fake towards B onto A. They've won an anti-eco, and they won one towards B site with the heroics of XE. Now, the Tanker spraying through is going to find 2 people, but he's also going to be tagged. Mo going to pick up 1. He's going to pick up JC, and Mo is just going to try and back up his teammates. Not going to find anything. Meanwhile, Crumb's going to find 1. I think it was Dash trying to drop through. Now, Rumble's going to back him up as well and find Zor. Meanwhile, to Tanker picks off Dash, who was towards platform. The bomb now back inside B-Halls. Actually on the rotate through T-Con. He's the last man left standing with a P250, and I got to say, he's got to get a couple of good headshots in, as the Tanker is pushed up very aggressively. Should be able to spot him out, and he does get dinked, but is going to win in the end. And we are going to see... Yeah, so see, Zor is on top. He's like a rock. He's like a rock. I said he's going to be on top, so there you go. Predictions, rock solid. And Team of Rays now having the force up once again. They're going to try a hard A take this time, and we do see this double lineup coming in from the counter-terrorist towards long A. PCM now crouching across. He's going to get picked off very easily by Luke P. So... now, Arrays are still frozen. They're completely rooted, unable to move any further, and they're going to have to use a flash just to gain control of mid. They do manage to make their way towards sewers. Crumb now smoking it off just to make sure they can't push in any further. It looks like they want to risk pushing in. Crumb, HE grenade does a lot of damage. XE should fall and drop the bomb. No, he does fall. JC getting the trade, however, but they know the bomb is now going towards there. Luke P missing the first AWP shot. Luke P now wide pick towards APC. He's not going to find anything. And JC is going to be mollied off actually after taking out Mo. Now Luke P is going to find Dash. Zor the last one left standing. Luke P landing 2 good AWP shots towards the end after missing the initial couple, and he's going to find himself a nice 3k. Mo getting one as well, and Crumb finding one as well before he was able to be killed. And Arrays, this is probably going all Ori for Arrays at this stage, as Real Mint just really charging to a dominating position. And Luke P goes, why not? I've already peeked long once, I wasn't punished. Actually, he's mixing up. I like this. Real Mint now mixing up, going towards mid, not going to spot anything as they are going all towards long. They should be able to hear this out, and we do see them now moving back towards long A. A Molotov to stop them from pushing out any further. Now, Luke P and Crumb just pushing, they're not afraid. They're able to take these aim kills so well, as Rumble also picks up 2 as he rotates out. So Real Mint just playing aggressively, knowing that they just can't be stopped at this stage. And this is problematic now for Arrays. We don't see an AWP coming out for them. We do see Restart, a bit of banter coming out from JC. It looks like they are going to go for all rifles. It's interesting to see where Luke P is going to take the AWP this time. Look at this, playing default, so anyone who's AWPing within and just trying to figure out what to do, really what Luke P is doing at this stage is what you want to do as a roaming AWPer. So if you're confident in just playing aggressive and something defensive, making the enemy guess where you're going to sit with the AWP, that's exactly what you want to do. Real Mint just mixing it up. We see a boost now towards Tree. I mean, Tatanka hasn't picked up an AWP since after the first initial buy rounds. He's more than happy to stay with the A4, so this is going to bring a lot more additional firepower for Real Mint towards the B side. And we see once again, Arrays just split up a 3-2. They still can't go anywhere without any teamwork. They need to get all their teams to execute together, one lurking in a good position, maybe near T-Con instead, so he can fast rotate, make sure that no counter-terrorist can actually play on the flank. Come in with his teammates, maybe into drop room alongside his teammate late after they flash out. We do see now Arrays, they've got controlled platform. A Molotov coming out now, and it looks like they have to fall back. JC, yep, looks like they do have to fall back. And they're going to try and reset themselves up. An Asian grenade going to come out. It's not going to find anything. We have Zor actually pushing up towards long A, as Luke P actually getting a pick onto Dash, who was trying to peek mid, so Go TV just skipping across there. Now Crumb has heard out Zor, and he's going to engage in an aim. Dill's going to find him, only tagged twice. Now Luke P is going to be taken down, peeking a little bit too aggressively, and this is going to be the rotate coming out for Real Mint, but Arrays don't have anyone towards drop room, so they have to check a lot of corners just to gain access on towards the site. A flashbang completely nullifying the push. Crumb now just staying hidden on towards the site. He's going to find one. PCM going to get the trade, but Tatanka is going to find him. Now, X is the last man left standing. Can he do it again? He's finding one already, but no. Rumble coming in from balcony is going to take him out. So, no clutch for him this time, unfortunately, as time was running around towards the end as well. So it's interesting to see. It looks like Arrays are going to force up once again. They do have the situation to be able to force up, but we do see a Tech9 coming out from Dash, and they are going heavily towards B side this time. So Luke P actually decides to play aggressive towards mid. He's not going to spot anything. Interesting to see whether he pushes up further, because you do see a hard push coming out from Arrays now. They're already out. A couple of flashbangs not going to work, as JC gets a ridiculous fleet onto the Tatanka. Mo's going to get the trade, however. Dash now dropping in, should be able to pick up Rumble quite easily from behind. Now Mo trying to deal it out, isn't going to find anything more, as Luke P needs to be careful. Crumb going to be picked off so far as B-Rush unable to be contained. PCM an easy peek into drop, so Arrays changing the tempo there with some fast aggression. So easily a standard red deck build in Magic, if anyone plays Magic. It's going to actually win them that round. Now, Real Mint do have more than enough money to still purchase up this round, and we do see just Luke P this time with an AWP. So Tatanka picked up an AWP there. He wasn't able to make it work. JC with a ridiculous AK shot was just going to take his head off, and we already see Dash making his way towards long A. Luke P not spotting it, so it looks like that both AWPers don't know that either of the players are there. So interesting to see now that they've already made their way out towards platform, but it's not going to work this time. The Molotovs do come out, so Real Mint have adapted towards that fast push. PCM going to molly off close, but Rumble should be able to find him very easily, and he does with the M4. The bomb is still towards B side, but this is a lot better. At the very least, JC now the man on charge. Mo underneath him is going to find Dash. The tanker finds JC earlier, and now it's all up to Zor, as he's the last man left standing. He needs to reload the M4, but he's still got a smoke grenade and a Molotov. He has full HP as well, so he can make this happen. Luke P probably not the best position to play with that AWP, as we do see Zor just waiting towards B plat, seeing if he can take down anyone who may be trying to push to get some information, and Luke P may have to go away quite shortly. And it looks like he has to rotate back towards A, so this is the time for Zor to strike. Zor playing this perfectly, just waiting. He knows that he needs to wait until there's one on site. The ideal situation is if he can get the force or the fake out to see if he can get one of the counter terrorists pushing up. And Mo is now slowly, just has to hide behind statue. Zor now slowly pushing in. He's made noise, so Mo should be able to communicate this. Zor still checking all angles, and he's very lucky actually not to be spotted out by Mo. I think he knows where he is now, as oh my goodness, Zor has actually made his way towards drop, and he hasn't found anything. Luke P should be able to get him in the cross harbor, and does find him very easily. So, Real Mint able to come back, and Erase just need to force up now. They have a very poor buy situation. We see a Deagle coming out immediately from Dash. Probably only one AK able to be afforded, and that's in the hands of Zor. JC forcing up a Galil. PCM buying a P250, so once again a mixed bag of utility, and they may just opt to go a fake fast B into an A take. And see Crom completely blinded off. Dash pushing in. Crom missing the first initial smoke grenade. The tank is actually pushed very far out towards long A, as he needs to be careful of being isolated. It looks like he's making his way back. Utility smoke grenades being used towards B site, so we do see Luke P now playing chicken. And now just Erase, just waiting to see what they can do. As they do see a Molotov coming in to drop. Rumble still spawning the blind. We'll find, ooh, Exy with an excellent shot is going to find him. And Mo is the only man standing towards the site now. Crum, however, backing him up, is going to be able to find Exy. PCM still waiting inside drop is the rest of the team. So Mo has spotted the bomb running across. Mo's going to find one, but JC should be able to get the trade very easily. They still don't know PCM's within drop. Bomb plant now being faked once again. Zor peeking out, and they should be able to pick up this round as the tank is very low. PCM pushing in from behind is going to get the easy one tap. And a 10-5 half, that's going to be a solid victory for Real Mint. Rays could really be going to be disappointed towards the early stages. I mean, they lost a couple. As soon as they lost this round, they lost the next couple of rounds quite heavily, and as a result, the next ones also allowed the counters to build up their economy. They just didn't win in the war of attrition, especially when you split up and you try to engage in angels, and if they don't work out for you, you're in a world of hurt. So we're going to see Real Mint now going towards A site, so maybe a fast A take. There is grenades on the hand of two of their players. They're going a lot slower, so we only see 3 players from Arrays on B site. Xy's managed to push out all the way towards long A, so they know it is towards B now. And Xy should be able to get a nice flank going. As we waiting to see whether the nades are lined up from Tatanka. A flashbang's coming out now of Rumble with a flash of his own. So it looks like it's going to be a double flash. So here come the flashes, and as they make their way into the side, but oh my goodness, Tatanka's face, as well as Mo's going to be picked off from behind statue. They're just absolutely demolishing them at this stage. Luke P now with a lot of work to do with him. He's spotted out 2 of the counter-terrorists, managed to, I think, dink one through the wall. JC, in the end, does manage to take him out. Xy pushing him behind. We'll find Crumb, so really just some sharp aiming there from the players on B side. It's just going to rip the heads off Real Mint. There was nothing they could do. They just walked out into the crosshairs of Arrays, and may just have to just suck it up and just buy maybe a couple of pistols and then richer players. Some good English coming out. Now, Xy has actually picked up an M4 going towards long A. But we also see a shotgun coming out in the hands of PCM. So let's see how much damage PCM can do with the shotgun. As we do see Tatanka waiting for Xy to push out. Xy is not going to push out, however, as we do see JC getting the first frag on towards Crumb. Luke P now thinking about pushing out as well, and Luke, he's staying there, he's waiting to push, but there are 2 within drop room. As Crumb does say, nice shot, and oh, so JC has spotted out Luke P, and JC still jumping up and down, is eventually going to find Luke P without taking, well, it takes 50 points of damage, but that's not enough really. Dash meanwhile is going to find Rumble, who is trying to push through mid towards A site. Now Mo's going to try and go back and take the bomb, so really the 2 men left standing is going to be Tatanka and Mo, and they're just going to try and find a way on towards the site and see if we can get the bomb plant down. And really no easy way for them, as they need to go together, and it's going to be difficult trying to force their way in. JC spotting the line, should be able to take down at least one, and does manage to take down Mo very easily. Tatanka does get the trade, but Zor with an easy UMP kill will clean up the round, so only losing JC, who's picked up 3 kills with the UMP, so he should have more than enough money. It's interesting to see what Real Mint do, and it looks like they're just going to save once again, so just P250s on their richer players. Oh, some P250s on the richer players, and they're going to see if they can make their way on towards a bomb site. Looks like they're going towards A this time, as Tatanka misses an easy shot towards the chicken. XE with a pop, or with a fake pop flash, is going to find Luke P, as Luke P misses the deagle shot. Tatanka also now spotting it just to make sure XE doesn't push out. XE is pushing out, should be able to find Tatanka behind the rock, and does manage to find him. Tatanka dinks him. XE needs to run back, but he's going to be taken out as Crumb has managed to push all the way in, so he's already lost the M4. And this is going to force possibly an over-rotation for Arrays, and now PCM needs to be careful being picked off. Mo has heard him push in, and Mo's in an excellent position to do some damage as PCM now pushing up. Needs to check towards Boost as PCM, or is still very low. Dinks Mo. Mo needs to reload, but the rest of Real Mint is going to come across and get the trade. Now Arrays just on a mad dash back towards B site once again. It looks like they just have to hide. This is a disaster situation. Rumble's got the M4. He's got a good position to work with as they pick off Zor immediately. JC trying to hide behind the rock. They know where he is. They're trying to bang him down. And he's down to 28 HP. Crumb's going to find him. Last man standing is going to be Dash. Going to find one. Pushing out now. Pushing very wide. Pushing towards Chicken Coop. Spot out towards Rumble. Ooh, good peeking line. He's going to find Crumb. And all of a sudden, a 1-on-1. Dash is making this work. Has to fake the defuse. Rumble dancing about. As we see Dash coming very close to the flashbang. As he pops flash out. Spots where Rumble is. Pushing up further for it. And 1-on-1 aim deal is going to win it. Should have enough time to defuse with the 40-second bomb timer. So playing very aggressively with that flashbang in hand. Really risky, but did work towards the end. So there you go. Dash winning a 1v3. Bringing back the round for his team, but with that bomb plant, Real Mint is going to have enough money to buy up. So will the Rays, however, as they did only really lose just SMGs and a shotgun in the hands of PCM. Interesting to see whether or not. So it looks like there is going to be an AWP in the hands of Dash, and there's going to be a AWP in the hands of Luke P. Now Luke P has already made his way towards mid to kind of shut down the aggression already that may occur from XE, but XE this time not going to push out. Now the terrorists smoked out towards B, still thinking of pushing their way in. They do have the numbers towards B site, as we do see JC thinking about pushing through smoke. Crumb's now cleared towards the right hand side. He doesn't have to be afraid about it, and he's thinking about pushing through. He needs to get some backup and try to push in together. He needs to drop down and see if he can get a player on Overwatch towards Boost to really help him out, and as it stays at this rate, he's still just slowly peeking and waiting for a counter terrorist to present the opportunity. JC going to try to pop flash. He's not going to find anything as Crumb, slowly peeking once again, is going to be taken out. So really a poor play from Crumb. Just waited for too long. I'm not sure what he's trying to do, as we do see a bunch of flashbangs coming towards B platform. Still not going to find anything, however, as the rest of Real Mint have made their way towards platform. They're ready to bust out. A couple of flashbangs now ready to come out. As you see, grenades being primed. A smoke grenade to stop the close position. Luke P on the point man position, so to speak, as Rumble now coming across. Luke P getting the first kill. They don't know that one's boosted up, but Luke P doing so much work now. Dash coming out needs to be careful, as he's stuck behind rock. Now just watching towards alley. Bomb plant going down in the smoke, barely missing Tatanka. As the tanker makes his way out alive. Luke P gonna find Dash, so Luke P with the triple. Now XE pushing in from B platform. He's in a good position to do some work, but no, Tatanka's waiting for him. JC the last man left standing, but Tatanka too sharp is gonna find the kill. And Real Mint gonna pick up the first terrorist round, and they've also managed to retain the AWP. In fact, they've picked up 2 AWPs. This is quite interesting to see what they're gonna do with this. And really, Luke P doing so much work with the AWP so far, going 16 kills so far in both halves. Whoops, interesting to see how he's going to go, as we do see a nade coming out all the way towards mid. XE pushing long too many times. He's going to be red that time. Dash now holding close mid. Rumble thinking about pushing out. It looks like they're just stacking towards close mid. They're ready to bust through with a good flashbang. And it looks like the bomb's been transferred over. They're going to hop flash in. Dash going to have to fall back, and he's in a poor position actually. Crom now aim dueling it. He's going to find Dash. Very easy. Finds the pick. PCM now making his way towards the back of site. There is the fast flank plays, however. I'm not sure if the terrorists know about this, though they do know about it now, as they do know Zor is behind as well. Zor dinks, managed to dink Luke P. Luke P needs to be careful as Rumble finds PCM on the site, and Mo is going to clean up. As we do see, Array still forced into another eco situation, so they're gonna have to stick with. They're just gonna stick with all USPs. Nope, looks like they're buying up a couple of pistols. So meanwhile, Realmet still have both AWPs. Interesting to see how they how they're gonna make both of them gonna work. Looks like they're just gonna go hard B this time. And they're making a lot of noise. They're making their intentions very clear. A good HE grenade should do some damage. A flashbang from Zor gets him into a good position. Zor should be able to be picked off from here. JC, meanwhile, managed to escape. PCM still hiding behind statue. Is going to be taken out, however, by Crum. Now, Rumble going to be dinked by USP, but that's little avail. He's going to get the kill. And actually, the last man left standing. He's got a Mag 7, actually, so if one terrorist walks into his crosshairs, he's got himself an AK. So there you are, he's got the AK. He's going to pick it up and needs to be careful of crossing. There's a lot of terrorists watching that line. And he's going to get picked off quite easily. There's nothing he can do, as Rawment only lose an AK, still opting to stay with the 2 AWPs. That's absolutely insane. There's so many AWPs the counter-terrorists pick up. They picked up one in the hands of Dash. Looks like Zor doesn't opt to pick up an AK. Oh, sorry, an AWP. He picks up an A4 instead, and really, Exy just needs to stay safe. He can't peek at this, and it looks like he's learnt he's just going to come back towards mid and just play it safe. That's all he needs to do. Is the rest of Real Mid now going towards B platform. A smoke grenade coming out early. As we do see Zor actually a nice bunny hop towards platform. He's made his way nicely across, and they don't know he's there, but the longer the smoke stays, the more they suspect he's going to be there. And it looks like that I'm just going to play the edge of the smoke as Zor has dropped down. Rumble, meanwhile, finding PCM is going to be traded out by JC, however, and the rest of Real Men now thinking of pushing towards B, but one of the players already isolated. They're just going to smoke off. That's some good communication and trust as Dash now stuck within Chicken. They're just trying to tap through to try to find him. They're not finding him just as of yet. Oh, touchdown grenade's going to find one, but Dash peeking out. Luke P, too sharp, going to find him. Luke P now is going to also find Exy Zor pushing it through the smoke. He manages to pick him up, but oh, also gets 2 quick kills. He's on 9 HP, but it gets 2 kills, and Realmet now looking in a dominating position. Looks like they should be able to close off this map now. Arrays may have to force purchase it. No, it looks like they're going to save. They want to bring it towards overtime. Realmet, look at this cash onto Tanker, 14k. I don't know if the man's died since, you know, the 19th round. He's just absolutely on fire. And so far, Rumble, I mean, he's making drop room work when Crum couldn't. And a nice flash just to make sure they're not boosting up. A HE grenade is going to miss. Not going to find anything as the rest of the counter-terrorists. Now, Dash needs to be careful of being... He is found out. They know where he is. Looks like they're playing more than safe. PCM now pushing through. He's completely blinded by his own teammate, though, pushing it a little bit too early. It's like, oh, a flash counter-terrorist. It must be my birthday. And he just easily takes him out. Now, I think Realment just making as much noise as they can towards A. I don't think they should risk it. They've spotted out Dash once again. They need to be wary of the Sewers player. As we do see Crum now pushing out. Crum knows where he plays, but Dash is on the upper side this time. He manages to get the kill. Zor playing close. Needs to fall back. He does manage to get the kill with a 5-7. No trade coming out just as of yet. And we do see the rest of Realment now coming in together. Molotov's coming in towards Statue and the site. Zor still behind the smoke. Tanker just needs to sit there and wait for it, but Zor pushes in just at the right time. Exy picking off Luke P. And Exy cleaning up with the Deagle. So I think Realmen just they're just rushing that a little bit too much. Should have just gone in. They've had the grenades to go in. Now they do have enough money to still buy up, and with that, what looks like it's going to be a pause coming out from Team Arrays. So this is obviously a crucial round. Probably want to discuss a couple of tactics. Now they do have enough cash after the last couple of rounds. They have won enough. As I mean, they managed to save the 2 AKs and the AWP. So this is, I'm not sure they actually managed to save the AWP. I think they did. Looks like PCM is lagging out. That's why we've called the pause. But yeah, so far, I mean, I think Arrays really just let themselves down on the T half. Once you're down on the T half, there's not much you can do as a counter-terrorist. I mean, winning only 5 rounds probably not acceptable. You probably need about 7 or 8 at least on cobblestone just to be competitive on that T side. We can see already. I mean, it's equal so far on the T half of Real Mint. They've already picked up 4 rounds in a trot. They lost that when Arrays managed to save 3 guns. So, interactive learning there. But yeah, so far still waiting, I think, for PCM's net to come down. It should be coming down very shortly, so interesting times coming up. So Arrays, will they be able to come back? As no, it looks like PCM's net is spiking once again, so looks like it's going to be a bit of a disaster coming out for the terrorists now. Interesting to see how it's gonna. I'm interested to see actually how the second map is gonna turn out as well. I mean, it's yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see how Inferno is gonna turn out. I think Inferno was the second pick, so oh boy, it's heating up as we're still waiting for the pause to be resolved. I mean, PCM's ping has resulted back to normal, so hopefully this time we'll go live very shortly. I mean, as you can see here, the ping's all back to normal at this stage. Interesting to see what they've dropped Zor. I'm not sure. It looks like there's been an A4 drop, so they're going to have enough money to buy utility as well from that round. Tatanka's still waiting to see what he's going to buy. As Real Mint, they're ready to go. We're just waiting on a raise at this stage, it looks like. Someone's AFK. Not sure who's AFK because the game has now been unpaused. And so still waiting for Tatanka really to purchase something as the game is now going live. It looks like he's going to pick up an AWP. So Real Mint more than happy just to play the 2 AWP setup in the terms of having AWPs in the hands of the tanker as well as Dash, you do not want to be peeking that line right now. Dash, you need to be careful as he's taken out. So the tanker just absolutely too sharp. Dash has been almost negligible with his AWP so far this entire game. As Zor is now able to find Rumble, needs to be careful being isolated. Crumb coming across is going to clean him up as well. And now the counter-terrorists have to rotate quickly towards A site. Molotov coming out. JC inspecting that nice plain CZ of his as he makes his way towards the ABC. Molotov's coming out and just blanketing off balcony, but they don't know he's on the site as we do see an HE grenade coming out. It's going to do 25 points of damage. They know he's there. Mo's going to win the aim deal, however. XE finds one. PCM, the last man left standing, going to come out through vent room. Luke P is going to spot him very easily from stable. Easy pick with the AWP. And that's going to be match point. They should be able to afford a couple of guns, I mean, but that's really about it. They got to channel their heroics from the previous round where they did win on the 23rd round. They got to take all the victories, so to speak. And now Real Mint going towards B, so just mixing it up. They're just dictating the pace of this game, at this stage. You should just see whether or not Arrays will boost this round. They have 2 towards drop. And so the first smoke goes out, flashbang coming through, and it looks like the boost is coming out, and JC, I'm not sure what he has. He has the M4. He actually needs to be careful. He's pushing into Crumb, and Crumb finds him very easily. They've also lost the M4. Crumb just picking up the 2 kills, and I think this may be GG for Arrays. They just lost 2 quick kills, but oh my goodness. XE gets a nice lineup, and then gets the double. Tatanka now blocking off his own teammate. XE wants some more as he crosses back towards statue. He's on towards site, trying to kill Luke P this time. 2 AWPs. This is not a good situation for actually Real Mint to come in. And before, oh my goodness, before I was going to say it looked like Arrays was going to lose, and all of a sudden Dash now coming in is going to pick up 2 quick kills. No, actually Dash picks up 1, XE picks up the 4th kill, so XE bringing that round back from the death for Arrays. I don't think it's the stream that should be lagging. It may be the congestion. Have you tried multi-twitch? Yeah. Apparently multi-twitch is really good, so I'm tempted to use it as well. As we do see now, Arrays, they're still playing normal, and I don't like seeing Zor playing really aggressive towards long A. He can be picked up very easily, as we do see the rest of Real Mint making their way towards long A, and XE needs to be careful being mollied off after the smoke grenade goes down. HE grenade going to do a heavy chunk of damage to the tanker. All grenades still trained. Smoke grenade coming out once again, but they may have gone a little bit too deep. Crumb's falling back a little bit more So an Asia Grenade is going to do 25 points of damage. Exy think is spamming through, finds a couple of players, not able to do enough damage. Oh, barely missing Tatanka's heads. A bunch of Asia Grenades coming as PCM does manage to find Tatanka towards the end. Now, a bunch of Asia Grenades going tit for tat, and there's a lot of damage already done towards Real Mint. They're already heavily tagged. A straight up smoke coming out. Exy going to find another one. Crumb pushing out. Now it's going to be taken out by Exy as well. PCM getting the last two. Yeah, I can't turn the quality on anymore. It's like 2K bitrate. It's like dirt quality in terms of FPS gaming. So yeah, Australian internet though, it's great. That though is just my internet lagging in terms of downstream. Upstream's completely fine. Congestion. Go figure. Everyone likes using Netflix at this time. We do see Realman's actually forced towards an eco, and they're looking to strike towards the A site this time. And Dash playing very close with the AK. It needs to be careful of being isolated and surrounded. However, as we also see Zor playing very close towards the smoke. I think Mo's making a bit of a nuisance towards himself towards that B position as Zor now needs to be careful of being surrounded from all sides. Now Tatanka pushing out, Tatanka gets one. Zor should be able to get off. No, doesn't manage to pick off Rumble towards the end, unfortunately. Now Crumb's got himself an AK, has made his way towards doors, but he can't push in any further. And I mean, at this stage, Mo's in a position to flank, should be able to find a couple of players. He's managed to find Exy. Now turning across, now jumping across, doesn't manage to find JC, unfortunately. Now JC is tagged. And now Real Mint making their way towards B. JC with a lot of work to do ahead. And he spotted Rumble crossing, and Rumble's going to find him. So, PCM. Can he do it? He's the last man. He does have no utility whatsoever. Neither do the terrorists. But with a couple of good aim deals, may be able to take it. They know where he is. He's making a lot of noise. Pushing in right now is Luke P. Is going to be the first man taken down. PCM at 29 HP. Now, I think Crumb has dropped down, but PCM is running out of time. Crumb, oh my goodness, a beautiful flick by PCM. He's going to find Rumble. And the bomb plant is not for Crumb, but he peeks out just at the right time. And that's going to be the first map towards Real Mint. 16-11. It is going to Inferno after this. So I think Arrays really just lost that on the T side. They didn't win just enough, and that's just not good enough at this stage. I think Real Mint, they just need to tighten up everything else. I mean, at this stage, they just need to make sure they tighten up a bit of the screws. I mean, a couple of mistakes later on, but they're down a couple of players. When they together clustered up and they still got that initial group of players, they do really well. But once they lose a couple of players, they start making a couple of poor decisions, either just rushing it too much at the wrong times. They rush when they should play slow, and then they play slow when they should play fast. So there's a couple of things they need to keep in mind there. I'll just go for a quick drinks break, sponsored by absolutely no one. So yeah, we'll be back shortly for the second map. Yeah, everyone please stay tuned. It's going to be good.
too late to admit when you're wrong. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I mean, much.
Alright guys, welcome back. After that short break, we are going into the second map. It is going to be Inferno. We're going to jump live into the 9th round, as we do see probably the team that wins the 9th round going to switch towards CT, so this one probably about as equally as crucial, as we already see Xe already tagged by his teammate for 13 damage, so that's a bit of a disaster already in terms of some left click battles. See both teams now just dancing about. We do see one on the lurk. Dash actually on the lurk, quite interestingly enough. Now, I think the rest of Arrays just need to stay alive and wait for Dash to come in, but Dash hasn't made his way in. It looks like he's made his way in now, but he's been spotted out and tagged on a one-on-one, so Dash probably in the superior position at this stage. Moa thinks about going in. He's just dancing about. It's a one-on-one knife fight for the pride of, I don't know, the states they represent, as we do see Dash actually just living up to his name and just making a mad dash towards a different place. Don't know why this is happening. I mean, I reckon just go for it, as we do see Dash actually just going around the corner. Is going to take him down quite easily. So Rays are going to stay on the CT side with that 9th round win. Realmint, I mean, we've seen them strong so far on the T side. They've been able to utilize the AWP picks. Let's see how they do it on this map. Let's see how they do it on Inferno, where a lot more is relied on the AK. And similarly, let's see how Dash is going to do with the AWP himself. I mean, is he going to I think he does rotate around with the AWP a little bit, so hopefully he does. Interesting to see how it's going to go. We do see only grenades on Rumble and Tatanka. So Tatanka's actually picked up one smoke. Rumble's picked up a HE, flashbang, and smoke. Interesting to see where they're going to go towards, as we're going to see Dash throw an HE nade down towards mid. That only does a little bit of damage in the counter, so he gets set up towards Nana. But oh my godness, Xe instantly taken out. Zor needs to bide some time here. He just managed to smoke himself off. Now, Realmint need to think about charging through the smoke, but it looks like they're not. Looks like they're just going to fall back, make as much noise as possible, just use one smoke. There we are. Rumble uses his first smoke. The rest of them now coming back towards mid. JC has heard them rotating across, so it's up to JC and PCM to hold this. JC has spotted. They now both know where both counter-terrorists are. JC doing his best, but unable to find anything. PCM now falling back on towards the site. Managed to find Luke B, but Tatanka finds him towards the end. Crumb pushing out from balcony. Managed to pick him off. Mo trying to push a little bit far towards the library, and Mini Pit is going to be picked off by Dash. And now Zor's going to get an easy kill. A headshot into Rumble. Now Crumb getting a trade himself from Pit. He's picked up himself up a USP. Tatanka now falling back onto the site. Does not have armor. Dash just waiting at Mini Pit. Tatanka, I think they know where he is as Dash makes a run out. He doesn't have armor, so Tatanka can do a lot of damage to the Glock. And indeed, Tatanka does clean up with the Glock towards the end. So Realmint taking up the first round after the initial pick onto Xe. Some good aim and a bit of luck coming out for Crumb, I think it was, who got the first pick. Oh, yeah. You're going to see what they're going to buy. But there's going to be 2 MAC-10s as scout action in the hands of Tatanka, so maybe some jump scouting coming out from logs. As we just see Arrays just holding very close and just willing to utilize the effectiveness of the close range effect of the pistols. Now PCM has made his way towards bedroom. JC just spotted the arms line, so setting up a little bit of a crossfire. As we see the rest of Realmint making their way slowly in towards Nana. Luke P is just holding, I think just waiting for any counter-terrorists to push in. They're more than happy at this stage just to see if they can find any counter-terrorists pushing in, then push their way on towards a site. Looks like they are converging back towards Nana. The tank is still spotting the line with the scout, isn't going to find anything. So Zor's actually boosted up, I think, towards first oranges. Xe just hiding behind CT. Now they're slowly coming in. No nades coming out just as of yet. They're starting to line up a couple of grenades, but they're thinking better of it. So one smoke grenade being primed. This is really the risk when you don't have any Molotovs. You can't really flush out any corners where the counter-terrorists will hide. Now Rumble going to peek towards Archers. Oh, sorry, Diggity. Mo is going to peek towards Archers. JC has actually made his way behind, finds one. He's going to get traded immediately out, and I think Xe is rotated a little bit too early. Now the terrorists now coming towards A side. Now Zor probably firing a little bit too early is going to be found out. Exy thinking about charging through. Charges through at the right time. Should be able to find the tanker. Does manage to find him. Spraying through. Also finds Crumb. Needs to reload as... Oh my goodness. Luke P nearly hashes the rest of his job. It's a 1 and 2. PCM, the last man left standing, has the P250. Mo's low. He knows where Mo is. They don't know where he is. And Mo found out with the headshot towards the end. But PCM now tagged down towards 7 HP. Luke Peter, last man left standing, needs to plant. Plants for barbecue. Very risky plant, but manages to get away with it. Whips out the Tech 9 and gets an easy kill towards the end. So, Realman did lose a lot of guns against the pistols there, but they do come out on top against the armor pistol. However, losing a lot, and they're going to have to force up a little bit early and probably not have as much utility for this round. Luckily, don't have to worry about too much of the armored up CTs now. They should be able to figure out that after the last round, the counter-terrorists will not have enough money to purchase up any pistols, so... Roman looking to make their way once again. So Luke P looks like his role is just to see if he can get Nada control by himself. So very confident player so far. He's done a ton of work. Now JC has peeked out and spotted a terrorist. A bit of an awkward situation as he did not fire. So it was Realman who won the first map. Crumb's going to find Dash as Dash tries to do a little bit of a shoulder peek towards jungle. It's not going to work as Crumb just takes his head off. Crumb takes his head off. It was on Cobblestone, so Real Mint won that 16-11. Arrays did start the T side, but they didn't do as well. They only won 5 rounds on the T side. And JC needs to be careful of not being found out behind Graveyard, as we do see a bunch of smoke being coming out. JC peeks out just at the right time, but now he's in a poor position. He's going to be taken out. Now, PCM, he does have a P250, but oh my god, Mo just jumping down is going to find him and clean him up very quickly. Bomb plant going down towards A side, should I say. Depends which iteration of Counter-Strike I guess you've played. It's been A, then B, then A. So XE, I think if they know where Luke P is... No, they don't know. So Zor thinking about pushing out. Is thinking better. As XE has made his way towards jungle. I think they just want to get a couple of exits at this stage. And Zor now knows that Luke P is there. XE does manage to find one. XE find another one. No, he can't find a tanker. The tanker very low, however. He's going to be on the exit. Now, Luke P now spotting towards an alpha line. He's going to find Zor quite easily towards the end. So, they'll be able to exit before the bomb explodes as well. So, they'll be able to save at least 3 of the AKs. Interesting to see what else they'll purchase up. Will Mo drop an AWP? No, he will not. It looks like they're going to stay all AKs. And Dash actually quite poor. Has to force the Deagle. Interesting to see if he peeks mid. Can he get the famous one dig, or will he eat too many grenades? Let's find out. Looks like he's not risking the peak just as of yet. Just going to be spotting close, thinking about smoking off mid, as we do see one flash coming up. Now, we do see JC actually boosted on top of Diggity, so it is on top of the shed, or roof, veranda, balcony, quad, really poor texelated roof thingy, as do see a flash coming out. JC needs to be careful. A lot of flashbangs can catch him in this position, as we do see a smoke coming out towards mid once again to delay the push a little bit further. A bunch of flashbangs coming out. They're caught once again. Now they know he's boosted up. Rumble's going to take him out. Now Dash trying to get a couple of good deagle shots in. Needs to fall back towards the site quickly. He does have PCM backing him up in Spiral. He's completely smoked off now, and look at that. They decide not to go out through Carps. Dash now is just trying to swap through the edge of the smoke. A Molotov coming out towards Spiral. Looks like they are thinking of making their way back towards B site. They are only playing one in the lurker position, and I think the counter-terrorists know this. Arrays has sensed this, and they've put XE back close towards the B site. Zor at first, Oranges needs to be careful of not being mollied off, because we do see one Molotov coming out. The Molotov has missed, I think. Nope, Zor's being hit by it. He needs to run as fast as he can. A flash coming out towards Barbecue. Dash gets one. Zor also picks up one. Dash gets 2 Deagle headshots. And I think at this stage, Ruman's taken too long. Crumb, the last man left standing, he's in a problematic situation as he's caught between a crossfire. So Real Men, I think, just out-faked themselves a little bit too hard. Unable to get anything happening with the lurk, and as a result, Array's going to find their first round, and they should be able to pick up a couple of guns as well, which is quite nice for them. Real Mint, unfortunately, they're still forcing up. They've got enough money to barely force up Crumb, actually forces up a Deagle. the tanker has... Oh, I was going to say he had no body armor, but looks like he managed to buy it towards the end. Luke P has made his way towards Vietnam very quickly. Some early HE grenades coming out from Nana, but really no follow-up aggression afterwards. Realmint is more than happy to let Nana sit uncontested at this stage. So things now slowing down for Realmint. I mean, I think they're still trying to figure out exactly where the arrays people play, and Dash is not peeking out just yet. Rumble is just waiting. Now, I think JC's spotted out Rumble. Some good shooting is going to find the head of JC, and really some aggression like that and being untraded. Realmint now needs to make this work. They need to try to sell these fakes more convincingly, not just completely rotate all off. They need to still have some players kind of like cut off CT, cut off the rotation. Got to play a little bit aggressive to get the reward. It looks like they are going back towards A. Dash playing very close in the smoke towards Jungle's side. But that smoke is going to wear off. He doesn't have a smoke of his own. He's got to use these 2 flashbangs very wisely. He's got to use them now as the smoke fades off. But looks like the rest of Realmint going back towards Nana. And we do see XC actually going back towards B as well. So XC just following on wherever they're going at this stage. So we do see one flashbang and smoke grenade coming out now. Dash has made his way back towards Archer, so they're trying to do a more convincing job of selling it this time. So Moa is trying to do his best to make some noise, but I think they sold it correctly. The Molotov comes up. Oh my god, I think it's just missed first oranges. They're not going to check it. Crumb's going to fall. Zor's going to find one. Rumble is going to get taken down as well. And this is actually disastrous. Moa's the last man left standing on a 1-3 sandwich from all sides. He has to make a lot of noise. 8 seconds left on the timer. Zor peeking out quite aggressively. He's going to be taken out by Dash towards the end, however. So, once again, don't know why. That was a bit of a... That Molotov, though. Zor managed to get out alive, and I think that really allowed them to erase to win the round. But really, Realmint just getting picked off from all sides at this stage. They're unable to really capitalize on their initial pick. I think they're trying to play a little bit too hesitantly at this stage. They really just got to seize the advantage and just try to take it towards the counter terrace. We do see a couple of HE. Oh, looks like there's a miss HE grenade. Looks like they have to recalibrate. Now Luke P is going to take a bunch of damage, but the bomb has made its way towards Nana. As we do see the rest of the terrorists now just stacking up close towards the position. Now, Luke P does manage to clear off sandbags. There is no other smoke grenades happening at this stage. Not sure if they're trying to suss out for more information, but they're not going to find anything. The counter terrorists more than happy to stay put, as we do kind of see Zor just dancing about B side, just making as much noise as possible, and Luke P should be taken down quite easily as Zor just spotting a very unique line. Now, Dash has jumped across. JC going to find 2 very quick kills. PCM falling down finds Mole, so a really nice shotgun. A drop bear tactic, so to speak. Now, Rumble on the lurk. I think he knows the one there. XE jumping across with the CZ is going to get the kill, and they've tied up the scores. Realmint, they should be able to buy this round. They will. Interesting to see whether or not the boys from Arrays will upgrade it or not. Looks like they haven't. PCM more than happy to stay with a shotgun, and JC more than happy to stay with 5. Realmint still, like, they've tried going towards B. They haven't found anything successfully. They've gone towards A and got the initial pick, but I think just waiting a little bit too long, their position just gets read a little bit too easily, so to speak. As mid now smoked off. Realmint does manage to take control of Carps and Boiler, however, as you see Rumble is pushed very close in towards Boiler, waiting for his teammate to flash him out. And I think JC spotted him out, is going to take him out through the wall. And now Dash sitting very close to the smoke, trying to listen for any terrorists. He's pushing through slowly. Luke P going to get 1 kill, and he's going to walk into the crosshairs of Crumb, as now PCM, the man, gets the kill into the tanker, gets the dink onto Luke P, and he's still got 100 HP. He's got a lot to work with still. XE now on towards Dignity. Mo, however, has made his way towards Spiral. XE now crawling his way on towards Sight. He's in a good position. Actually, he's just crashing, just waiting. Now Zor making his way in towards Mini Pit. XE still not pushing in, just waiting for Moa to peek. And XE may... Oh my goodness, they're moving just in synchronization at this stage. Now Spiral's going to be mollied off. Moa has to move out and falls into the crossover of XE. Now XE should not be shooting his own teammate, as both of them are playing on the site. As Zor gets 1, Crumb is going to be taken out quite easily. And XE just waiting with patience, really, is going to be able to get the pick towards the end. So Arrays now going in the lead after tying it up. Now, Realmint do get the bomb plant down. Interesting to see whether or not they're going to purchase it up once again. I think Realmint just not really sitting crossfire positions at this stage. They're just sitting a little bit too passively and not trying to make any plays. And this is costing them. I mean, Arrays do some interesting things. I mean, XC just sitting in the middle of Diggity. That's very, very risky, but it paid off in that one. There was a correct decision at that stage. And Dash peeking towards mid should be able to find a kill. Oh my god, Crumb finds him with an amazing shot. Dash missing both of the terrorists, so don't think Dash is very happy tonight. He's been a little bit vocal in his displeasure so far, as we do see JC going to be mowing off Boiler very shortly. And Luke P needs to make his way out, and he does make his way out after taking 25 points of damage. JC has managed to recover the AWP and he's now sitting jungle. He's in some good position to do some damage, as long as some flashes don't come in at the correct time, so looks like it's going to be smoked off. JC now relocating. A good thing he relocated because he was about to be spammed through the smoke. HE nading out, so they know one's towards jungle. Now PCM playing towards pit. He's spotted out 2 terrorists. They know where the counter-terrorist players are now. The question is, what are they going to do? They're going to go back towards B. They've gone back towards B, I think, too many times. They need to execute either towards Diggity or towards jungle. At least one of them need to. That decoy grenade's not good enough. Showing up on radar. They need to catch a JC while he's rotating, so this is not the ideal play, as JC gets an easy pick onto Mo. Mo is just isolated by himself, and we do see now, ooh, Luke P is still very low. Now, he's now done the work, as we do see the rest of them make their way towards A side. I don't know why he's knife out when rotating across. Now it's up to Realmint to do some work. Once again, no smokes left in their hands. After all, they had a very poor force by Crumb. Has managed to pick up the bomb. He's going to go for the plant. He's on a 1 and 2, and he needs to play aggressive and get the first pick. There is no way he can play defensively at this stage, and look at this. Array's doing the right thing. They're going in together and just going straight on the defuse. Crumb has to make noise, as the bomb's going to get defused at the stage very easily, and Crumb's going to get taken out. So, incorrect play from Crumb once again. Realmint just playing very passive. What's going on? They need to be more confident in themselves. They need to believe in themselves a lot more. Luke P's got the right idea, except when he whipped out the knife. That was a little bit silly. There's always a chance of a rotator playing CT. Why do you have your knife out at this stage still? I mean, you've been out-read constantly this entire game. Why would you have your knife out? Do you see a bunch of initial HE grenades going towards Nana once again? No terrorists there to catch anything. You see JC boosted up towards quad once more. He's in a good position actually to do some damage through the edge of the smoke. Crumb now pushing across. He's by himself. This is really poor. He's isolated and is going to be taken out with no repercussion whatsoever. So Realmint at this stage really just need to kind of work together and just go, okay guys, what are we doing? We need to slow things down. JC in the perfect position to actually push through and do a lot of damage. He's going to clear Boiler first. And it's actually going to be safe for Boiler's. Dash manages to get the first pick. Should be able to get, no, doesn't manage to pick up Luke P, as the bomb has crossed towards CT. Well, Luke P has spotted out one. They don't know the bomb is crossed, however, so they have to play a little bit more defensively. Rumble now finds Dash, tags him a little bit. Dash needs to fall back, and now it's really a reversal of the situations, as the tanker makes his way through Nana, slowly peeking towards New Box. They know Zor's towards New Box. Now Exy, he doesn't know Exy is at Coil. Exy's going to find him very easily. Luke P, last man left standing. He's going to find Dash, going to make his way towards B, but he's surrounded from all angles at this stage. Now making his way back towards Speedway to peek. Arch is not going to find anything. 30 seconds left on the timer. Has to make his way back towards... Oh, he spotted out Exy, and Exy... Ooh, Exy tagged once, but not good enough, as they now surrounded from all sides and clean him up. So Realmint, I think, just falling apart at this stage, and Arrays should be able to clean up quite quickly from here. I mean, Realmint at this stage just... They're just not... I mean, Crumb's just pushing in by himself. Why are you doing that against a smoke? You have no backup. You've seen that they boosted once before already. Get someone backing you up out of Boiler, or get someone backing you up out of a different position. There was a reason why they smoked off there. Well, I think the counter-terrorists did smoke that off. It looks like they're going for a hard Carps control. Once again, JC just being boosted, but it looks like they're just going to fall back. They've heard the fast second mid, a Molotov towards Carps to stop the drop party. And we already see the early rotation. Look at this. X is already pushed down towards Logs, so you got to go fast at the stage because they know they're going to come A. So the smoke comes out. PCM gets one. PCM gets two. Crumb he gets 3 very quickly, and now RM, like, what are they doing? They're going back, but they have no position. In this Iki situation, you just got to go on all together at a stage, or you might as well just call it quits. I mean, they know where you are now. They spotted our bomb. X is going to find the tanker, and the HE grenade is going to find him from dash. So, I would say at this stage, just call the pause. You've got nothing to lose after this round. Call the pause. Get your thoughts back in together. You're dropping way too many rounds from just being out-read and outplayed at the stage. You just got to cool yourselves down and just go, okay, where is the Raze playing? You've got the initial picks 2 or 3 times in a row now. You've been unable to capitalize on that. It is indicating towards some serious problems towards execution. Now we're going to see a 3-man push towards Nana. Dash has already made his way with the AWP, so he should be able to get... Looks like the tanker jumped across, so they spotted up one. Now Exy pushing all the way so far up, isn't able to be traded out yet. He does manage to do some more damage of his own, so... Really, just once again, so some aim duels just failing in the ways of real mid. They need to always be on guard. JC still, these flashes being used so early by the terrorists. They're not finding anything. They're not going in. And it's really costing them once they use all these grenades to set up, and then they go B. It's like, oh, look at this. We have no grenades to actually use for the cross. Whose fault is that? They've managed to split the counter terror successfully into a 2-2. Mo is now pushing up. He's pushing up the correct way. Now they know that there's 2 there. Mo should be able to get 1. He managed to find JC. Now dropping towards PCM in the position. PCM's going to find him. Where's his teammates? What is going on? Look at this. Luke P. Hi. My teammate just died at Ziggity. I'm just going to go Carps instead and just lose any advantage. And that's the correct call at this stage. They've gone for the pause. I'm not sure who's disconnected at this stage. But they're just falling apart. And primarily it's the player's problem. Now they know that there's one towards pit. Luke P fires a little bit too early. 20 seconds left on the timer. Dash has got the cross. He's gonna probably the incorrect smoke as Dash managed. Oh, he dodges one shot, jumps across. Somehow Luke P is still alive, but the tank is not gonna be alive any longer as Dash cleans up the 5-7. I think it was. I can't remember who disconnected. It was Rumble who disconnected. So Rumble is back, and they're just going to unpause. So they really need to use their pauses. They should just use that pause for strategical talks at that stage. There is no reason why not. The momentum is heavily against you. If you've lost the last 8 rounds, you've got these advantages that you just then instantly lose because your players are playing very selfishly. They're not playing together. They're going fast Nana this time. How's this going to work out? X is in a good position at Sandbags to do some damage. He's going to find Luke P. Molotov instantly stopping this. So, real at this stage, I don't know what they're doing. They're already so heavily tagged. I mean, XE is more than free to come and clean up and add towards his kill count. Tanker still trying to do his best on 2 HP, but he is going to be found out towards the end. Nothing much that he can do. And really at this stage, I'm just asking myself, if Raze managed to show that they can hang on, why can't Real Mint? This is my question. You've lost 3 rounds, you've gotten the initial pick, you know where the players are, but you haven't gone together. You just baited each other, then you'll lose any positional advantage you have. Like, what is going on? Like, I was excited because I was like, yeah, Real Mint's playing well. Now, look at this. JC is pushing up, and he's just going to get a pick. Easy as that. He's going to get a second pick in this raid if they don't get the trade. Dash getting a nice shot through the smoke onto the tanker. And we do see just 3 players from RCM. Mo's already tagged very low. Carp's going to be mollied off as Mo's going to be find out. Bomb dropped inside the fire. Crumb trying to make his way back to see if he can make anything happen. Looks like he'll be able to find one. Luke P, however, killed. And Crumb really pushing him behind is going to be taken down by Xe. So Array's probably going to win this half 12-3 at this stage. I don't know, like, I'm just speechless. I've never seen a team who's unable to capitalize on these things. And once again, no Nana control. Dash should get an easy AWP kill, and he's look. Erase is just more than free to play. You know, no respect. They can push down. Look at this bomb already lost. Tatanka does get a good AK headshot, so Tatanka more than deserving to carry the rest of his team as he's running dinked through a wall, I think. Now, what is Rumble doing? It was AFK, so he's going to be taken down very quickly. Tatanka probably is going to die very shortly as well as he's smoked off. Yep, so PCM finds him through the smoke. Very easy, and really this speaks the story of pretty much my commentary. This entire streak should not be happening at all when real men get the first initial picks. As the tanker has managed to force up an AWP, let's see if he can go anywhere with this. He's effectively gone glass cannon. He doesn't have any armor, so he's read this incorrectly now. He needs 2 grenades for his troubles. Look at this, X is pushing up already so aggressively. The tanker though is probably the player of the moment at this stage, and JC just pushes balcony again and just goes, you know what, I can just go out. It's easy for me at this stage. They're just playing so aggressively and they're not afraid of being punished. Rumble does manage to push into his boiler, so Erase, I think a little bit of overconfidence at this stage. But I wouldn't blame them, they've won the last 11 rounds in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if they just push in with Tech 9s and the Gavs at the stage and just try to clean up. PCM in a good position to do some damage, however. He's coming out of Carps, he should be able to find the tank. He does manage to find the AWP. Bomb plant is now gone down. They know there's one in Carps and there's one out surrounding him. So PCM, so bit of a poor positional play that's coming out from him. Zor spots out Crumb, trying to spray him down, but he should focus on one opponent before trying to switch. Dash has made his way on towards the site. He does have an auto cannon. Spot out Moa. He's going to take him down quite easily. Now, there's none towards Pit, as we do see a bunch of flashbangs coming out. He's clearing Pit as he's going to smoke off. Flash Carps will just go try to go for the defuse. He's missed the first defuse attempt, and he's going to be taken out. So it's going to be at least 11-4 half, but I mean, it's a CT half. It is a CT sided map, but can real men hold on is a real question. We'll see if Raze can play any better on the T half, but so far that T half, I have to say, it wasn't really a Raze playing spectacular. It was just real men playing like absolute. They were just playing terribly. There's no other way to put it around it. It's just unacceptable at this stage. They should have utilised their pause for a tactical break and just gone, look, you know what, guys, we've just got to calm down. Got to figure out what to do. We've lost the first couple of rounds where we've got the initial pick. I don't know about you guys, but I think when you get the first initial pick, you should be able to win. As we do see a Raze just charging up mid, going to be able to dink. I think Rumble through the ball, but Crumb finds a headshot to Exy. Crumb getting another one onto a dash. Crumb getting the third one to Zor. Reloading, still alive on the site now. He eventually does fall, and it's up to JC and PCM, the last 2 people left standing. Now the counter-terrorists don't have much armor left. This is probably the incorrect way to play as Erase. They're playing very defensively. They've lost their pick timing as PCM, the last man left standing, should be able to get killed very easily by Luke P at this stage. Yep, so Luke P does manage to clean up, and they'll be able to get the defuse quite easily. As we do see Realmit picking up the first round on Crumb's 3k.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Erase now. You're going to see whether they're going to force armor and pistol. It looks like they're just going to go pistols. Not going to force the armor just yet. They're going to still try to buy in the third round instead of the fourth. And we're just going to see a force up for a couple of SMGs actually forced up from the counter-terrorist, and only just one rifle in the hands of Luke P. So looks like that there is one towards logs already. JC just dodging the edge of that Molotov towards the tree, so he's going to be safe. Luke P just spotting the line at the stage and should be able to get instantly dinged, needs to fall back, should try to switch guns I reckon at the stage. You don't want to give an A4 in the hands of the terrorists. He is backpedaling and firing to try to find something, not going to find anything. As JC has already done the initial damage, that's all he needed to do, just jump on logs and just see if he can force some of the counter-terrorists back, and now they're just working their way around the map. Now they're slowly clearing Carps out, now playing a lot slower. And I'm thinking about peeking out, but he's not going to peek out just yet. And it looks like Array still haven't decided where to go yet. The bomb's still down T stairs. They do have 50 seconds left, but if they do manage to lose the timing, and I think they may have lost their timing just then, Rumble's taking down 1, and It's very difficult for them now to force their way in. The counter is to set up more defensively as on the A site, and it's going to be very hard to crack with a bunch of P250s. So Real Mint won the first map 16-11, as we do see them now going back towards Nana. So this is probably a correct call, but Tatanka needs to be careful of not being dinked. And look, he's instantly dinked. So JC doing a lot of work already with just no armor. JC should fall towards Luke P, as we are going to see them fall both towards Con. Zor going to get one traded out. Rumble's going to clean out from behind with, or through CT with 2 quick kills of the P90. So just recovering from a possible disaster situation there for Real Mint. Though Arrays can now buy up, and we see still full utility from the counter. This is good. A little bit of lack of utility from Arrays, so they're going to have to work on their entries. But XE is onto it. He's pushing quite deeply in. Looks like they want to get fast Nana control. They do get what they want, and even with one of the counters boosted up, I think they heard one fall down. I'm not sure about that exactly. Interesting to see if XE is going to decide to spot. Looks like he isn't. He's going to fall back. Looks like they're going to boost towards New Box. They're not going to find anything New Box just as of yet. There's not going to be anything there. So, I'm not sure about this. You throw a flashbang then a smoke, but you don't peek behind the flashbang? Why? Like, isn't the whole point you try to get some information on that flashbang before you throw the smoke? It's just these small questionable decisions. I mean, Tatanka has been playing well, mind you. I mean, don't let the score show, I guess, exactly. He's been playing quite solidly. It's just, you've got to keep your utility, man. He's already down, what, 1 flashbang left. If you held on to the smoke, there was no terrorist there. He could have just used his teammate, you know, oh, I'll flash out for you, Luke. Just drop down and take a quick peek. I can boost you back up afterwards, or you can get a couple of kills and you can come back and stay safe because I've got, you know, a smoke to come and cover you afterwards. We're going to see Arrays thinking about pushing their way out of Boiler. Now, they're not going to push out just as of yet, as we're going to see a bunch of flashbangs coming out, and Arrays now making their way back towards B. Luke P, he does have a Molotov to use. He's going to use it very shortly. This is a well-timed Molotov. The Arrays are still going to push through it, however. As JC has made his way towards Barbecue, some sharp shooting from Luke P is going to find one. XE, however, has made his way towards CT. PCM now finding Luke. And Tanker, very low. He still survives, however. The smoke still deployed. Zor, very low on 19. Has to sit in Barbecue. Now, Counter thinking of charging through. PCM in a poor position as Crumb now crouching across. Zor's going to find him. Zor finds 2 on 19 and PCM. Zor pulling it out of nowhere to get 2 headshots. And Array's going to win the first buy round. And really, I would argue that fell down because they didn't have enough utility on towards B site. They were flashed out. They had a poor crossfire setup. Very easy to nitpick once I'm very angry at teams. I generally am not very angry at teams, but when I see things unable to be capitalized, I get a bit mad. I mean, Leak Poo has actually made his way behind Car, so he's in a good position to actually do some damage. JC should be taken down quite easily. As he says, how? Good spawn. That's how, JC. Crumb is, I think Crumb tried pushing Balcony, but it was tagged down very low by PCM, I think, so. Meanwhile, the rest of the terrorists have made their way towards Nana. And Tatanka is isolated by himself, has to hide in back of sight. Oh my goodness, Luke P doing some work, taking down XE now, so he's picked himself up an AK now. Dash is crossed over towards Barbecue, so is Zor. They now smoked it off. They found out the tanker who's still dancing around Luke P spraying across. He finds Zor through the smoke. Luke P absolutely on fire this round. PCM now coming across. They were tagged down by Rumble quite low. Manages to recover the bomb. Crumb pushing it just at the right time. Easily takes the kill and falls back through the smoke. Bomb drop towards Nana. Luke P holding line. Dash on top of Coils. Has 3 lines to watch out for. As he's just spotting each one, just waiting for Real Mint to make a play. Real Mint isn't going to make a play at this stage, as we do see, oh, he does make a cross back, but he's going to be taken down from behind by Mo, so 3 guns saved. Luke P, 3 kills, 2 with the 5.7, 1 through the smoke with the AK, huge plays. And that's going to force Arrays probably into a double eco unless they can plant this round. Otherwise, Real Mint has more than enough money to purchase up, and Tatanka has actually picked up an AWP. Needs to be able to save this, or needs to try to build a bit of economy just in case things go bad in the global downturn. It looks like they are playing very aggressive towards Nana. And there's the first AWP pick that's missed. The Molotov comes up maybe a little bit too deep, but Luke P's backing him up with the AK, gets a bunch of the spray down, so Tanker more than happy to peek out, gets the headshot, Luke P cleans up, so 3 and 2 apiece, but Arrays may be tempted to try that with guns now. Now look, we do see a force buy already coming out from JC. He's going, look guys, we can go B. They play so aggressively, we can get the pick guys, I promise you. And I think the rest of the team has no choice but to follow up and buy behind him. Except for Zor. Zor's just deciding, better go for some utility instead of a big rifle. We do see Dash, he does fail his jump towards Vietnam after the initial flash, and we do see Luke P getting the first pick onto JC, just spotting that line. There wasn't enough support from the terrorists to get the trade. The counter-terrorists have pushed their far way up towards Nana, so I guess at the stage, this time, like, well, looks like that Arrays just lined up. Now Arrays are playing a bit too hastily. I'm not sure what they're trying to do is Zor gets 1 turning upon opponents, or getting 2 but falling. Really, what is going on at this stage? Arrays just need to slow things down. There was no need to force. There was no need to try to force their way into anything just then. I know they lack utility. They did lose their first pick, but they just had to work together. They lost Nana control almost immediately. It'll be interesting to see whether they exploit Nana this time. Nope, looks like they're just going towards mid. Looks like Luke P gets the first tag. Gonna throw out a Molotov to try to stop the push. Luke P gonna just put out once again. He's very confident at this stage. You see a bunch of HE grenades. It's not going to work as the tanker and the tanker Rumble to push all the way towards Carl. Luke P gonna get a Rumble kill. The tanker gonna kill Exy who's dropped the bomb, and Crumb gonna just pick off Dash who walks into bullets. So really at this stage, Arrays probably playing even worse than Realmint on the T side after that initial first buy round victory. No game plan. I hope they have some game plan this time. Zor's picked up an AWP. Interesting to see where they're going to take this AWP. Are they going to utilize it to pick mid, or are they going to utilize it to pick more towards Nana? He's got a poor spawn. He's going to be late, so I'd reckon he's going to pick mid as a result. No, it looks like he hops across, and it looks like he's going to pick mid later, but Tatanka's got the AWP now, so Tatanka's picked up the AWP. They swap it around so quickly. They noticed it was a buy round, and yeah, Realmint now, they're playing very well in CT, but I'd argue Arrays probably just getting picked up at the stage. They need to probably call a pause soon and just regather and just try to figure out exactly what they're doing. Now they're trying for a semblance of a strat towards B site. There is a first initial flash. We do see an HE grenade towards Sandbags to try to clear it out. Zor now coming across. Smoke grenade coming out from the counter-terrorists to stop any information gathering from the terrorists, but it looks like Zor has made his way in towards the and he's spotted out to tank. A good shot onto him from Zor. So Zor really solid and dependable today, really. And look, this is what Arrays need to do. They need to go on fast, and I'm not sure if they know he's at Quarles. Exy finds him very quickly. Now it's up to the rest of the rotators to make this work. Bomb plan going down. HE grenade does manage to hit new box. Barbecue should be mollied off with that. A very nice Molotov and Incendiary and Barbecues who really start heating things up. Even though it is awesome, we do see Crumb now peeking across, does find the AWPer, finds one, Dash finds him, should be able to relay that information towards his teammate. Rumble trying to spam through, he's not going to find anything. Maul gets one, but gets traded out instantly afterwards, however, and yeah, suddenly Rumble, the last man left standing, is going to try and come across, is probably try to go get some exits, and can't get any. He's just peeked out a little bit too far, I'd say, at this stage, and unable to get any exits, so Array's going to pick up a round after an excellent entry, and that's really what you need. You hit that entry, you just got to go in, you just got to commit, just got to believe. So a lot better there, even though they lost the first initial play. Now the counter-terrorists have brought up 2 AWPs, so good luck Zor. Let's see how your AWP skills go against 2 AWPs. It looks like he's going to be peeking mid this time. Tatanka legs him very quickly. He's on 2 HP. I think he walled him instead of legging him. So my goodness, Zor's very lucky to be alive, but a single HE grenade or even just a tickle from a Molotov is going to clean him up very easily. So Luke P now, I think, just needs to watch the boost, because that's where Exy's going. Exy going to take him out with an easy headshot. Rumble isolated, gets 1, gets 2 after Zor was very low. Rumble does manage to fall back towards the site. Exy's charging it very quickly. Rumble should be, no, it looks like he's fallen back, so Rumble very lucky to actually escape with his life there. Now Crumb's rotated across. Crumb is now peeking just through the edge of the smoke. Isn't going to find anything as the rest of the Array is now heading towards the A site, sorry. XE leading the charge. They gather together. They spotted Mo drop down. They know where Mo is, but they don't know where the other player is. The tank is going to get the first pick with the AWP. Dash, meanwhile, tries to pick up the bomb, but Mo is just left unchecked. The tanker cleans up with the AWP. So, a better crossfire coming up from Real Mint now. Arrays probably just playing a little bit too... They tried the correct thing, I think, but they just didn't really use their utility correctly, to use their grenades right. Got picked off and isolated very quickly as a result. Crom now, he's making his way towards Diggity, and we do see a Raze on an Eco thinking of pushing their way up mid. Looks like they are going to execute towards mid. HE Grenade does a chunk of damage, but they still want to go through with it. This HE Grenade should clean up Dash. It does clean up Dash, so they're suspecting a push towards mid now. Molotov should stop XE from pushing out. Mo is just spawning to line. Interesting to see whether he's going to drop the grenade or not. No, he throws it a little bit deep, so he's going to miss XE. Takes it for 7, however. And JC just trying to peek out with Boiler. It's not going to work. XE picks off Mo as he tries to push through with a flashbang. Crom out into Graveyard. XE's picked up the M4, finds him very easy. XE absolutely on fire at this stage, as we do see the rest of the terrace now making their way on towards the site. Rumble doing his best. Rumble dinks, actually managed to dink Zor through one of the boxes, but XE with a 3 kill so far. He's just picked up the M4 and is just doing work, and he needs to be careful with Diggity. Oh, Tatanka misses an AWP shot, quite rare from him, I should say, as the bomb plan still hasn't gone down. It's kind of just dropped as Zor's just played very aggressively. XE cleans up, so Array's winning an Eco, which, I don't know, it's just you get picked off at a couple of places, use a couple of guns, XE goes huge, sodding you across, and you lose. I can't really fault Real Mint for that. That was just really some sheer brilliance from XE. That was some individual play that really won Arrays that round, and they bring themselves 2 rounds, well, 1 round closer to match point, but 2 rounds towards victory. So, you know, it needs to be noted that Real Men do have enough money to still purchase up guns, so they now go once towards CT. XE trying to spam through is not going to find anything. That HE Grenade should do some good damage, and it does. But return HE Grenade is not going to do as much damage, however, as Luke P is just spotting the jump, I think, at this stage. He's not really expecting him to push out aggressively as the tanker crosses towards the site, so trying to set up a better crossfire with his teammates. I'd like to see one of Real Mint try to pop flash and kind of push out and get some information when their other teammates at the stage. Maybe one of the Diggity players pop flash out, Rumble peek out through jungle, see exactly what's going on. Mo is now setting up for Carps. He's fallen back towards Pit. He doesn't have any information. And really, he has to play cautious after being picked off so many times. XE has pushed all the way towards CT already and should be able to take down Rumble quite quickly, and he does. So he's going to flank around towards the tanker. The tanker needs to... Oh, sorry, it's Luke P. And XE is going to dodge the first AWP shot. Luke P going to be taken down. XE takes down Luke P. And this should be an easy round for Real Mint. Looks like the rest of... Sorry, easy round for Arrays. Real Mint running off to save, and this, I think, looks like GG for Arrays. So they're coming back 16-11 as well. This is going to be going towards Train. And you just see a bit of spammage coming through from both sides, but really it's not going to find anything at this stage. So yeah, 15-11. Arrays on match point. They've all got guns still, and going to be interesting to see how the final rounds turn out. Will Arrays really just pick up a couple of quick rounds, or will Real Mint try to force a comeback? We'll find out. As Arrays just exit en masse together, making sure no one can sneak into the bomb plant and defuse.
Terrorists win.
As every single play matches, it saves successfully towards the end, and it is match point, so the rest of the counters are going to be dropping whatever they can. Mo, let's see if he buys an AWP. He does drop an AWP, and he gets dropped to FAMAS in return, so a bit of a sacrifice by him. Tatanka has the AWP this time. He should probably try to play a bit more aggressive with it to get a peek, and looks like he is going to go towards mid to get the peek. He's just watching the blind cross as one's going to Vietnam. Finds Zor very easily. Now Rumble just supporting him. Ready to rumble, but he's not going to find anything. It'd be interesting to see probably a pop flash coming out from one of his teammates at the station, but it looks like it's not. They're not risking trying to find more information at this stage, so XE more than happy to try to push very close with the AWP, and he's going to try to go for a no scope. misses it, but Exy very confident in this game, playing very well with some huge clutches so far. He played very well in the previous game as well, some huge clutches and entries to really help the team towards victories in certain crucial rounds. As he does switch out for the AK towards the end. Now, PCM is going to be picked off by Rumble after trying to pick Boiler, and a 3-on-5. It looks like they are angling towards the B site once again. JC slowly pushing in. They're setting up for grenades, but they probably should just peek this dry. We do see one Molotov coming out towards the new box. There was going to be a Molotov set up, but looks like they're going to have to smoke themselves off. Exy, the first man in, going to be taken down. JC, completely blind, going to be clean up. Dash, the last man left standing. Gets Luke P, now trying to dance. Is not going to get anything happening. And look at this, so Realman's going to have 2 orbs. They're going to still have a poor buy on some of their other... No, it looks like Crom actually dropped the orb for Luke P, so he's going to actually have a full buy. So everyone's going to have a full buy and a full set of grenades. Array's more than willing to force up and try to close out the game right now. And it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do it. The tanker is going to be pushing towards balcony this time if my GoTV doesn't lag out. So it looks like he dodges one of the HE grenades. Now spotting towards balcony. PCM spamming through to tanker, not willing to risk it. As we do see a Molotov being thrown towards the end of Carps. So Zor just going to be waiting for that Molotov to finish burning before he pushes in. We just see JC really just sitting at the bottom 9 to make sure that no counter-terrorists can push up any further. Crom actually just spotting the line so far. Isn't going to find anything as he falls back towards the side and actually rotate. So already the AWP rotates back towards A. Crom thinking about peeking out once again, trying to find some more information. Isn't going to find anything just as yet. Now Exy is tagged down to 40 already. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes with this. The bomb is in second mid. They want to execute on towards the A side, but the looks of it, PCM on Boiler. But all the counter is playing very safe. I mean, Crom has been spotted out, and he takes a heavy chunk of damage. JC now going to be drawing attention towards his B site, as we do see a split execution happening. But Rumble peeking at just at the right time, gets one, might lag out, shows that he doesn't get the second, however, and now a difficult position for the rest of the Realman boys to be in. And Moa, his graveyard's been mollied off this time, and I think he's been spotted out, and Zor's going to find him with a nice headshot, really up to the tanker to hold this, but he's unable to do so, and this may be match point. They're on the rotate. Crom already so low. Library smoked off. They go in towards possibly a slaughterfest, as you see JC with a hit. Dash going to take down Crom. This should be GG towards Erase. Luke P misses the final shot, so that is GG. The second map towards Erase. It is going to go to the final map, which is going to be Train. So Ruin picking up the first one 16-11, and Team Erase picking up 16-12 on Inferno. Now really, once again, so T side of both teams really leaving a lot to be desired. Erase really did pick up their game in Inferno, however getting a lot better executions on towards the sites, but really Roman, their executions in terms of on their T side were just unacceptable. They managed to get the initial pick, but they just weren't able to force their way into the site afterwards. That's completely inexcusable. If you fail once on the back of a brilliant play from the counter, sure, but if you consecutively fail again and again because you don't have smoke grenades to smoke off the cross towards CT, you don't have anything else, then that's not bad luck anymore. That's just a systematic problem. When you had the chance to pause, you should just wait and use it as attack pause. I think there's no shame in using attack pause. I think I argued against it once because attack pause I find had no effect, but I guess there's no need for it. So, no, well, never mind. I'm gonna go for a quick break. Come back in tune. It's gonna be Train as the final map. Should be exciting to see if both teams can actually learn from their mistakes, or to see which team really makes more mistakes and loses. So, yeah.
Through my head as I remember the day, stay in this moment. never too late to admit when you're on. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I've made my choice, these drums of your voice, they run through my head as I remember the day. Stay in this moment. I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. Love is dead. I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you.
Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, bit of a short break, but we are back live now into the game. Apologies for my fatigue. As you can see, I'm a little bit drained after this best of 3, but we are into the final map, and it is a 9th round to determine who's... I think teams would opt to stay CT still. I still haven't got an entire field of train just yet, but I think the team that wins the 9th round will want to stay CT, so... We're all meant working as a unison to get the first pick onto Erase. Now Crumb is isolated, needs to be careful, does manage to do some damage however. And this should be real in advantage at this stage as they're surrounded from all sides. So Tank actually missing an easy kill into PCM. PCM now getting the trade onto Luke P, but he's the last man left standing. All they have to do is just left click him to death. They know he's already very low and Real Men should opt to stay. I'm not sure. They have opted to stay, so Real Men going to start the CT side. Erase going to start the T side. And you're going to see how Erase is going to execute on towards the sites. Both teams have been quite poor on the T side today so far. Except for... yeah, I guess except for the Cobblestone where Real Men played very well on that, but that was their pick of the map. Inferno was Erase's pick, so... the more you know. Or the less you know, depends which way you look at it. So it looks like that we're gonna see a left click already onto PCM, and PCM's like, "Oi mate, what you doing? You want to get in trouble, mate?" Looks like they're just gonna go fast towards B. Look at this. I have no words at the moment how much team damage Erase is doing, and if they win this one, it's a miracle, because legitimately XD got stabbed in the back for 60 damage. He tried to entry with 40 HP, and he got killed. Like, why... keep your nose in the shoes. Look, JC has done a lot of work this round. Look, he's already got 3 kills. Crumb, he's the last man left standing, has to go tap the bomb maybe to see if he can force something off. Does manage to find one, picks up the Glock, now chasing after Dash. Dash, no, Dash wins actually though, so... Dash, yay. He lives. And standard by a couple of SMGs, one AK and a Deagle, so probably not so standard by in terms of dash. So looks like they're just going to exit the way out towards mid very easily, and XC is already going to be instant ding. Rumble should be found out quite quickly by JC Moa on the push. Now PCM actually is pushed all the way on towards the bomb train. Should be able to find a quick kill onto Luke P, and does find it. Now Moa pushing it from behind just runs right into the crosshairs of JC, but JC losing the aim deal manages to take the AK off towards the end. Tatanka falling shortly towards the P90, so a quick easy win for Arrays, only losing 2 guns, and I think they managed to retrieve the AK in the end, so no big harm. Yeah, so we do see once again, so Real Mint more than happy just to buy a couple of pistols, you know, just make sure they have a full buy for the 4th round. They understand that the utility comes from probably just having the best guns possible. And we just see once again, just Arrays just coming out towards mid, but Crumb's going to get the first pick onto JC, calls a nice shot, some good sportsmanship there. PCM's going to take down one, but Rumble's going to clean up from behind. Now XC pushing in is going to be taken out, and all of a sudden Dash takes one out, and Zor takes one out as well. So Mo, the last one left standing with the CZ, going to try and push through to take one more player out. He's going to miss a lot of the CZ shots. He's only got 1 bullet left. Tries to one-tap Dash. It's not going to work. Dash should be able to take him out with a Deagle. Does find him with a headshot and teabags him afterwards with some good measure. Interesting to see how many AWPs Real Mint will take. Dash just picks up an AWP immediately for a race. PCM is not upgraded yet, as no, he's upgraded to an AK, so it looks like there's just one AWP coming out so far from Real Mint in the hands of Tatanka. Looks like he's just going to see if he can get mid control with it. Looks like he's coming towards the A site instead to see if he can get the out pick on towards Dash. He's spotted out by one, he's spotted out by both terrorists, and he doesn't decide to peek again. Dash gets the first pick onto Crump and finds. Tatanka doesn't get the trade, but the rest of Air Ray is now trying to execute on towards the A site. Luke P trying to back up, nearly missing every single one of the A4 bullets, does recalibrate and manage to get the spray down towards the end. Actually still behind, hiding behind E-Box. Tags Luke P down and takes him out towards the end, but already so low, does kill Rumble as well. Needs to be careful of peeking towards the left side and getting taken out by the AWPer. The AWP from Tatanka actually misses that shot. Now Tatanka relocating as well. Should be able to find XC. Oh, I think he spotted the feet of XC. Now XC's on the site, the bomb is on B site. XC's still alive for some reason. He's still hiding. Tatanka does manage to clean up. And now PCM's got a lot of time to actually relocate himself into a great position. Do anyone still think it's A site? Because it's not A site, it's B site, and they don't know this. So, well, that's embarrassing. That's awkward. As we do see both of them now push up. Oh, PCM slides, and Moa just going directly for the bomb, not really caring. So, at this stage, yeah, Ray's going to pick up a quick 4th round. Not sure why PCM's running close to the bomb when he hears the player running further away. He should be able to get out alive though, he still has enough time to run away from the bomb. He's on some good HP. Now, Tatanka does manage to save the AWP, but really, the round, I don't know why they were still standing 10 seconds around the A site going, where's the bomb? The bomb wasn't there. Interesting to see if Crumb decides to push Vines in the back of this smoke. It looks like he is deciding to push Vines. JC gets the tag. The single ball's already lost. Now X is going to be tagged once, but he's going to be taken down. Crumb sitting very close to smoke. But oh my goodness, PCM finds out immediately. He says, what? Mo trying to push through, but he's completely blinded. The AWP's been dropped as well. And lost Luke P, the last man left standing. We've seen him do some magic with the 5.7. Can he replicate this magic? It's a good question. Yeah, it looks like he's probably just waiting until the last couple of moments before he tries to seize the opportunity. It looks like he's coming in now, but Dash should be able to... Oh, Dash misses once. Dash going to peek again, not going to find anything. Flashbang goes quite deep as he's made his way towards the ticket booth. And look at this, Zor should be the first man found out. Zor going to be sprayed down. Luke P. He's going to be cleaned up with the Tech 9, however. And Yeah, so Array's racing off to a winning start. Well meant so far, unable to really do anything. They are able to purchase up 2 AWPs this time, so interesting to see where they're going to take these AWPs and whether Arrays is just going to go out as once again. So Luke P going towards CT Con to Tanker, going more towards the site to peek it, but looks like this time they're going hard B to test out Mo. And it's up to Mo to really hold this. We do have Dash who's still kind of just peeking. I think he's going to spot one. He takes down Crumb very easily. Textbook annihilation with the AWP, as he doesn't need to peek out the stage. The rest of the team has made its way towards B to Tanker, looking towards Vines. Isn't going to find anything particular. Luke P just watching to see if anyone pushes out. He's actually boosted up, so this is a good position for him to be in, and takes out Dash with a nice shot. A good position to be in with the AWP. Now, looks like the Arrays are thinking about executing towards B side, but Mo finds PCM before PCM can find anything. XE just spotting absolutely nothing at the stage. He's completely smoked off. There is a nade being thrown. Luke P has to drop down to Tanker finds JC, and all of a sudden both players are isolated. Zor, a nice flick shot by Luke P is going to find him. XE legs Rumble as Rumble falls down. And XE in a world of hurt at this stage, and they may lose this round as well as the AWP in a second. See XE making his way back towards SL, still wanting to push the issue. There is one coming behind him. There is Moa on the chase, so I think they know where he's gone to. Tanker spotting that line shot, be able to neutralize him quite easily. And he does get the clean up. So far the 2 AWP setup, probably maybe the ticket that Realmint needs to get back into this match. Arrays do have enough cash to still purchase up weapons, but the question is where they're going to go. Very good question. Where are they going to go? And we'll find it shortly. I wouldn't be surprised to see a hard B execute, but it looks like they're going hard Vines this time. So maybe a bit of more of a split execute towards mid. 1 out SL. Tanker gets JC very quickly. No grenades this time really to try to set anything up. Rumble now is going to lose the aim deal towards XE, and XE just waiting for Tatanka to push towards the right side of the bomb train. Crumb is going to get one. Tatanka going to pick off XE quite nicely. PCM is making his way out of Vines, takes one down, and Tatanka needs to be careful. Tatanka misses the first AWP shot, ducks behind the site. Now there's all 3 counter terrorists within CT Con. PCM, that's just going to throw an HE grenade, needs to work alongside with his teammate as Tatanka thinking about pushing out. Oh, barely misses PCM as PCM ducks behind. Really, Zor, where is he held up? He's just waiting for an SL pusher, but that SL push is not coming. They're all towards CT Con as Tatanka's made his way towards the far side of the site, picks off PCM. Zor now coming across, takes out Tatanka, finally shuts down his killing spree. And now hops behind Green Train down towards Old Hell, making his way towards Vine, but Moa should be able to spot him out quite easily at this stage, I think. As we do see him now crouching a line, spotting across, looking towards Vine, not going to find anything just yet. Luke P. Oh, Luke P should be able to find him, and he does in the end. So Realmint coming back quite strongly in these last 2. Moa, will he recover the AWP? Yes, he does, so. This may force Arrays finally onto an eco, so they need to figure out where to go with a bunch of pistols. It may just be a hard B rush. I'd just go hard inners to really test it out. Looks like there's no one really backing Moa up, so there is an AWP, I think, and uppers. Luke P now rushing his way in. Should be able to get a couple of good picks, hopefully. And he's made his way in, peeking up, should find one, does find XE, falls back afterwards. So Luke P has been playing quite solidly, as we do see the first bunch of smokes coming out towards inners. This is a hard inners bust. Moa now flash out. Rumble gets the double kill with both an HE grenade and an M4 spray. Luke P is going to finish off PCM. I think PCM just timed out in the middle of uppers. Now JC, the last man left standing, is going to try and push the smoke, but just going to be headshot by Rumble, who knew exactly what was happening. Game's going to be paused because I think PCM timed out. He just stopped for no reason, so. Yeah, so interesting match so far with, the first 5 going in the favour of... Yeah, first 5 going in the favour of Arrays, and then Realmint striking back with this double AWP strategy, so really still anyone's game. Realmint at least gathering it back up together, I guess. First couple of initial buy rounds, I thought they just didn't care, judging by their playstyle, but it looks like they are caring a little bit now, so I should apologise for my words earlier on. I guess it's just fatigue setting in. I don't think there was explanation for the pause. It may just be attack pause, as we are seeing an unpause now coming out. Razor purchase up with this round. Once again, all AKs. Interesting to see where they're going to go with this. As Maul throws a decoy grenade in CT just to try to startle them out, and we're just going to see JC just try to make his way out towards Blue Train. Xe has actually made his way out successfully, and Tatanka takes his head off. Bye, bye, Xe, says Tatanka. It was very easy. Nice knowing you. I don't know why Arrays have tried executing onto mid without any AWPs or flashbangs to kind of back them up, and they're just team flashing at this stage now. They're pushing into Tank, still behind Green Train, and can do a lot of damage. JC is just waiting for him to push out towards that line. There is a really good pop flash though, as Tatanka now takes down Dash. Tatanka now taking down PCM. Zor made his way towards the base of Green Train, and finally JC gets the kill, but they know where he is now. He's going to be taken down very shortly, so... Rays now have to ask, are the ones, they don't look like they have any strats for Train. So far they've just been trying to bust out with just aim, not really manipulating anything else, as Tatanka is going absolutely ham. I mean, all he has to do is just sit a couple of lines, he's just hitting his shots, and that's what he needs to do. He's just doing the job for his team at this stage, so... Just really, Ruin's starting to warm up slowly now, so he's going to peek across. He's going to pre-fire it just to be careful there's no AWPer, then secure the line afterwards, so just to scare the AWPer once and just fall off. Meanwhile, the bomb has made its way towards SL, so it looks like it's a 1-2-2 split. 2 towards Vine, 2 towards mid, and 1 SL. Pop flash coming out now as Tatanka takes down Xe. Dash now coming out, Tatanka missing the first AWP shot. Dash thinking about pushing out, but he really can't go anywhere. There's smoke as well. Then Vines dissipates. Tatanka now backing up Crumb, as Crumb is tagged down low, but so is one of the terrorists towards Long A. Pop flash coming out from one of his teammates. Dash does get taken down by Rumble, as we still see that PCM has actually dropped the bomb SL now, so... Zor trying to push him to do work. He's not going to find anything. The last man left standing is going to be JC, who's on 4 HP after being tagged solo. Just looking to see if he can get a couple of kills, but at this stage, we do see Rumble pushing in. Rumble should be able to get the kill, and he does get the kill with the headshot, so... Rumin tying it up, so it's 5 apiece. Yeah, so Arrays do have enough money to continually force up now. After all, they've hit the 5-round loss advantage, but the counter-terrorists have built up a nice bank. They've barely died these last couple of rounds. Luke P on 14k, the Tanker and Mo on 8k. And we do see Rumble's already made his way towards SL, so any terrorist that actually drops down at SL is in big trouble. So actually breaking a couple of windows. Oh, I don't think Zor actually spotted Rumble. We do see a flashbang coming out, Rumble just falling back, but they're not really going there. It looks like they're going towards B. Let's see a couple of Molotovs and flashbangs just denying that close position. Now, they're both playing the same line. So, okay, this is a lot better. I like seeing this from Arrays. An execution towards the side. PCM, very lucky to not be sprayed down. Mole does get him towards the end. Bomb plant going down towards the side. Luke P pushing it with a P250. Only gets one as JC also manages to pick off Rumble towards the end. Tatanka trading out with the AWP. So Tatanka now coming in. Dash. Well, I think Dash is exposed. Crumb's going to find him, and really, Xe, it's up to him on a 1 and 3. He's done it before. Can he do it again? He's pushing on towards the side through in, is making a lot of noise. He's going to find Crumb, but Crumb wins the aim deal. The defuse is going to go down. So Real Mint going to keep on trucking. Array is going to pick up a nice 4.2k after playing the bomb, but still losing a round. So interesting to see whether or not they'll pick up 2 AWPs or just 1 AWP. And looks like we're just going to see Arrays just pick up all AKs. Look, I do like that they execute a lot better. They actually tried something, and yeah, like sure it didn't work out in the end, but that's the whole thing. At least you try and execute instead of just running out dry and just trying to win aim deals. Now, they're up against Luke, who's just pushed in uppers once again, gets the first initial wall frag, a Molotov. X is just thinking of pushing straight through it, and he has. I mean, he should be able to find out. Mole is just dancing about. He should not peek that line once again, but he's peeking. I'm not sure why. He's going to be taken out in the end. Rumble does manage to clean up with a well-played AG grenade, but the bomb plant should go down very shortly. Molotov now coming out. Dash trying to get the flank down. Rumble's going to find one. Also dings JC to tank it. Cleans up the grenade. And all of a sudden PCM, the last minute is going to dash through Innis. Gets one AWP, but we can't get any more counter-terrorists. So a bit more sloppy from Arrays there. Trying to bust their way into the B side. It's not going to work like that, unfortunately. You've just got to slowly... I mean, it's very difficult. Maybe at this stage, you know, just buy maybe a couple of pistols on your primary AWPers. Try to win this round, but if you do lose, you'll still be able to afford an AWP. Just spot B holes. That's what Luke P has been doing every single round so far. He's been pushing B holes with the AWP. It's very easy to actually pick him off. So Luke P has actually felt the jump this time, and he's going to fall back as a result. Now the tank has actually made his way on top of Green Train, and he's going to be spotting quite well, I guess. Crumb now pushing up through Vines. Is going to be finding PCM very shortly. As a flashbang comes through, PCM going to be flashed. He's going to dodge it, but Crumb's going to win the aim deal. So, I mean, slowly but surely, Real Mint now running out of control. As we do see Luke P. I'm not sure why X is trying to win an aim deal with an AK against an AWP there. You required something really special, and there's very low percentage chance of play. The rest of Array still stuck within CT Con. JC has made his way out though in towards Blue Alley, or just behind Blue Train, and he's now made his actual way towards Green Train, and he's spotting too many lines. He's been spotted out by the AWPer, and Tatanka, and now they're just having a little bit of a dance. Tatanka does find him towards the end, and it's still a 2-on-3. Dash has now made his way, so Dash is now coming up, and Tatanka, oh, finds a tanker, but he's surrounded from all sides by counter-terrorists who are more than willing to converge on him and get the kill. So 8-5. Now, they're on a poor money situation, so they may just have to force up Armored Pistol and just hope to buy in the final round. Maybe just grab a couple of flashbangs while you're at it, and maybe a couple of HE grenades to see if you can just nade uppers to stop the initial rush coming out from Luke P. Not Lukey P, Luke P. Luke P. And we do see now a couple of flashbangs coming out. Ooh, nice shot from the tank. Is going to damage a couple of people. Tanker going absolutely ham as the rest of them now trying to charge on towards the site. Rumble going to do some damage with their own XE. Unable to land a kill just yet. I don't know how Rumble is still alive, as Real Mint just really clean up very quickly. So Arrays tried a quick mid bust with pistol. Didn't really work out in their favour. Now it's the final round. They will have enough money to purchase up Dash with the AWP. But up against two AWPs. Where is he going to take it? B or mid? Now it looks like he's taking it in Vines, so he's setting up a smoke grenade first. Looks like he's thinking better of it. His team probably going to try and bust out towards mid this time. Tatanka's got a good smoke going for him, and he unscoped just at the wrong time. Just as Dash crossed, he unscoped, and he would have spotted him as well. Barely missing XE through that one-way smoke. XE is thinking of re-smoking it. As is the correct decision. He shouldn't flash out, as we do see the smoke coming out. Tatanka very lucky not to get picked off by Dash. Tatanka missing another AWP shot, but it's an execution towards the A site, so Tatanka has missed a couple of shots so far. Now Dash still watching. Oh, Tatanka missing. Tatanka missing actually quite a lot. Now JC finding Luke P. Bomb plant going down in behind the smoke, so Arrays have set up this strat for last. Now Tatanka finally gets the AWP kill onto Dash. Rumble takes the one-on-one with XE. Zor gets to trade onto Mob, but Rumble and Crumb both get kills. Now it's up to JC. JC randomly spraying, gets two headshots. Now dancing behind E-Box. Doesn't know where Rumble's going to come out of, and Rumble maybe it's taken too long to push up. That's the wrong button to press. And he does manage to get... Oh, he gets the Molotov. Beautiful. Beautiful play from JC towards the end to get that Molotov down. I don't think he has enough time. He has to go for it. Does he have enough time? Time ticking away. He just barely does. Oh, in the final second, he had to go into the Molotov, but he managed to time it correctly, and that was so close. That was well played. Arrays, look, they came back a lot better. They did lose 10 rounds, but they did come back better towards the latter half. They tried executing a couple more strats. That's what I like seeing. Even if you lose rounds, it's the manner on how you lose rounds. As Lennon himself in that picture would say. Probably not, actually. Lennon probably may not say that. But if you try to execute something and it doesn't work because you get out-aimed or, you know, you get taken out, okay, so what? You can refine that. You managed to get the bomb plant down. You've executed on towards the site, which is a crucial part of strategy. Now, Real Mid's just going to charge out through mid. They're going to catch a bunch of grenades, and they're still just charging past Green Train as well as throughout the A train yard. And they have made their way on. JC going to be the first move to fall. Xe going to be taken out by Moa. And Dash trying to do his best. He's not going to be able to find anything now. The rest of the counter is rotating through CT. There's only one CT con. PCM now charging in through. Crumb trying to aim deal him as he just hides. That's all he needs to do. He can just push in leisurely and gets an amazing headshot. Dash pushing up towards Heaven, does manage to find one, but Luke P and Tatanka do clean up the rest of them, and that's going to be 11-5. Real Mint is now charging away towards a victory, but there's still a long way to go. They need to make sure they win these next two anti-ecos, and they need to make sure they win 3 more buy rounds. It's going to be a tough ask, as we do see a race. They're forced up a full set of armor and pistol. This means that if they lose this one, they won't be able to afford an AWP unless they win an amazing anti-eco, but an amazing eco, but anything's possible as they are. One is pushing inners, one now pushing uppers. Should be spotted out, tagged once. Xe pushing up, gets Crumb. The bomb's been dropped and isolated already, so Tatanka needs to push up and try to find something. He dinks him. So, okay, Armor's been called at this stage. Xe falls back. And Tatanka tries finding the headshot, is unable to find it. And look, the bomb is isolated at this stage as Dash finds another headshot. I'm not sure why there is so many players towards mid when the bomb is in Whitehall's. And that is probably going to cost Real Mint the round. Really disappointing to see. Because this is the situation you don't want to put yourself in, like losing easy anti-ecos, because you're not only giving the enemy guns, you're also losing so much in your economy. Now, Moa does manage to get a good touchdown grenade, but he's isolated from both sides as Xe manages to lurk around and find him. Now Luke P is the last man left standing, 50 seconds left on the timer. Needs to work his way in. SL is not the way to go. Needs to run and either come in through CT or needs to come through a different way. But it looks like he is going through SL. I'm not sure if he's made noise. HE grenade comes out. They know he's in SL now. He's going to come out and just duck up and down. And Xe is going to finish off with the MAC-10. Some damage dealt from Dash is going to help clean it up. And that's probably the wrong play from Luke P. All he had to do was just go somewhere else. Doesn't matter if you make noises. You cut down the lines that you need to check. When you're coming up a ladder, it's very hard to come flying up and check all angles from that side. So, yeah, Real Mint, like I said, like there was a lot of hard work they needed to do. They weren't able to do it. They just lost bomb. Isolated themselves by losing bomb in Whitehalls and forcing themselves into a poor eco situation. Now they're making their way out through mid. The Etchy grenade doesn't do any damage, but they still can't push any further. JC has spotted out Moa, and JC needs to be careful of being isolated from SL. As we do see the rest of the terrorists now coming in through SL. Rumble does manage to get the Glock kill in the end. Dash gets one tag. Dash takes down Luke. Now Xe gets one more. Zor pushing in will pick up Moa, and the last one left standing is going to be Tatanka, who's made his way into Vines, now falling back towards CT. And granted, if he can get close, he can do some damage. I don't think he's been spotted out just yet. Zor is pushing in, and looks like Tatanka should be. Oh, looks like Zor pulled a 180 just at the right time and finds him. So Array's picking up that round. As you see at the stage, so it looks like Real Mint have forced up. They have all AKs. Going to be trying to go for a fast B take this time. As we do see Dash still does have the scout. The counter is playing very aggressive in. It's just falling immediately back afterwards. However, JC does manage to win that aim deal with Luke. He's on 6 HP, manages to fall back safely. Now Xe coming towards uppers. Now uppers is being tapped, but there's nothing being found. They're making their way back towards SL to back up their teammates towards T-Con. Xe has pushed into Brown Halls. He finds... Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's Brown Halls, isn't it? I'm not sure what it calls now, but we'll just call it Upper B. So Upper B, no action going on just yet. He's in a good position as the rest... Oh, he's going to spot out Rumble, and he's going to take him out to Tanker now. Tries to get the trade. Xe, I'm not sure why he's going for another aim deal. He was in the perfect situation to run away and escape alive. Now, Zor's going to peek Vine. It's not going to spot anything, so I think at this stage they may be starting to call B site, and HE Grenade's not going to find anything. Oh no, actually does damage to the Tanker. Molotov it into inners, buying more time for the rest of the race to really just settle their way around the map. We do see JC, he's very low, just peeking towards uppers. The bomb needs to execute soon. 40 seconds left on the timer. You do see JC actually making his way towards up. He's going to try and throw an HE grenade deep. Crumb is watching that line. Crumb is going to be flashed off completely. JC, I don't think he wants to risk peeking it again, so he's going to fall back. PCM going to go for the aim deal, gets one. Now Crumb losing the aim deal against JC. Now last man left standing is going to be Mo, who gets one, trying to spray down more. Going to be taken down by the A4 in the end, so Array is picking up another round. Slowly on the comeback trail, is going to force Real Mint onto another eco. It looks like they're just buying 2 P250s, may just try a hard B rush this time, or an, yep, looks like, no, it's just going to be a hard mid rush this time, so Dash has still got the scout, but they're all coming out through mid, and they need to call this as Crumb gets the first pick onto Dash. They can get the bomb plant down. JC and Zor get 2 kills each. XE is now coming through SL. Some good position to do some damage. Gets 1, gets 2 very quickly. Crumb the last man left standing, but they've got the bomb down, so they've got the cash to work with next round. As Crumb now makes his way towards CityCon, should be able to pick off one. No, misses a couple of shots. Does manage to tag JC down very low, but JC does manage to get the headshot in the end. And the bomb's going to be defused. Only at the loss of a scout, and Dash is most likely going to pick up an AWP this round anyway, so it's not a big loss for them. Anyway, the terrorists, interesting to see Luke P's picked up 1. I think they're just trying to talk at the moment. Should Tatanka pick up 1? Tatanka's not going to pick up an AWP, he's just going to pick up an AK instead. And it looks like I think they're going to try and split and see if they can get a couple of picks, but especially with this AWP to see where they can go. And we're going to see already Luke P making his way towards T-Con. But there's already one on Green Train. I think that is Zor on Green Train just peeking towards. I'm not sure where exactly he's peeking towards, but Rumble gets the first pick. I think JC was playing a little bit too aggressive and gets taken out by his own good. However, Rumble is on 8 HP and needs to fall back. XC still playing within the smoke, not going to spot anything. He needs to push up soon as the rest of the terrorists now making their way on towards A site. And a flash from Zor is going to blind himself. He's going to eat the grenade for a bit of damage, coming into the edge of the smoke. Crumb now charging through the edge. It's going to be found out. All going to be spammed through the smoke. Beautiful play by Zor is going to drop both Vine threats. Luke P gets 1. Dash trades out. Xe trying to push in through SL. Going to be taken out. Now Zor sitting just behind A side. More than happy just to let the terrorists come towards him. As we do see them trying to set up a rudimentary crossfire. Dash just watching towards the Vine's position more. Zor just watching towards SL. And he needs to be careful of his 6. But I think he's turning back in the right direction. Rumble, I think Rumble is going to go and have to 1v1 against Dash soon. And Dash has been spotted out. Dash does manage to get the AWP shot. Last man left standing is going to be Luke P. 30 seconds left on the timer. He needs to recover the bomb, try to jump up and get a good shot onto Dash. He's got a good chance, but he's missed it. As Zor has managed to fall all the way back towards Old Bomb Train. Array's playing very patiently here, just buying time as Luke has no idea where they are. Has to go for the plant, does go for it safely. Will get it down. Needs to get a couple of good shots. Needs to really turn it on Dash, and he's made his way across, but so has Dash really. And he needs to be careful. Oh, misses the quick scope. He does manage to get the second one. Turns around, nearly gets it. Unfortunately, unable to do so. And Zor cleaning up, getting 3 kills, and really clutching it out for Arrays. As Arrays now coming ever closer towards drawing the score once again.
Counter-terrorists win.
Roman still do have enough money to buy up. They managed to get the bomb down, so with a 4.2k, I think it's 4.2k because now they've lost the last 5. We do see that all once again in the hands of Luke P, and do some just, I think, spotting towards top Green Train, but I don't think anyone can get there that quickly, and don't know what kind of line that is, but I don't think he's going to spot anything in particular. Now he's trying to come more towards the A site, but still not going to find anything. Rumble has pushed up quite far in Whitehalls, but similarly he's not going to find anything. The counter is playing aggressively, but they're playing together. PCM needs to be careful. He's going to be spotted out and he's going to be taken out, so that aggression towards B site is going to cost them eventually. And we may see Real Mint now going towards B site. XC still hiding, is going to get 1, and he's going to be traded out. So some better play from Real Mint, some backup. Now the rest of the counter-terrorists haven't rotated over just yet, and this may be the correct play as Mo has been heard out. JC takes him out. Now he's run the wrong way. Luke P swings it on towards him with the AWP. It's up to Zor really to work again with the A4. And another flash finds 1. Needs to be careful not being AWPed from Old Hell by Luke P. The bomb plant going down on bomb site A. Crumb still spotting the line. Dash also spotting towards bomb site A. He's not going to find anything as he's mollied off and HE-naded off. To tank crossing towards old bomb train is found out though by Zor very easily. And push out together. Zor finds one AWPer. Dash now crossing and just crouching, just watching that line, but he's not going to find anything. Going to smoke off Vines. Going to try and go for the defuse. Luke P gets the easy pick onto Zor. Dash now going to tap it as Luke P needs to push out, but Crumb pushes out before him and gets the kill. So Realmen picking up the second round after their pistol round. Now, they did lose a couple of guns, so they need to really try and make this work. They've got 2 AWPs. They can set one towards B, one towards A. Arrays are forced onto a kind of eco. Quite interesting as they do have a lot of cash, but we do see Zor actually forcing up an M4. It looks like it is going to be a force buy eventually, so a bit of a miscommunication. And yes, we do see this AWP now set up towards B uppers just to make sure there's no aggression, and PCM needs to be careful. He's setting his way up in the ladder, but he's just going to fall back. There is no other information coming out from the rest of Realmen at this stage. Arrays unable to really get information. Oh my goodness, is this going to be the new boost? This is an interesting position. I really do like it. Can they be boosted up further? Exy, he's on top of blue. He's going to flash himself, but he's going to drop down. Oh my god, ridiculous shot. The tank is going to shut him down. PCM also trying to make work happen with the Deagle. It's not going to work. Dash has made his way bottom lane. B's side cleaned up by Crumb. And really, the last 2 rifles left standing should probably try to save their guns after this force buy. They don't have enough to do this, but they're trying to do as much eco damage as possible. Crumb across. Tanker has taken out JC in the meantime. Tanker now trying to take down Zor. Zor being surrounded from all angles as Crumb now should be taking out quite easily. Zor has managed to bunny hop his way towards upper B and towards ZT. He escapes alive. And should be able to save the A4. Interesting to see if he goes for exits, but it looks like he isn't as he makes his way out alive. I do like his knife name, Dragon Dagger. So I don't. So they're not that good because daggers I don't think have as much damage output as most of the other weapons of RuneScape does. So you're better off with long swords and whatnot, and an offhand weapon as well to increase your DPS. Array's going to be forced on eco now, so there's a really poor buy situation for them, and Realmen drawing ever closer towards victory off just a couple of smart picks really, as Luke P is now coming and charging out mid. Not going to spot anything towards E-box. I think he didn't spot out Dash's head, but I think Dash has spotted him. And meanwhile, Zor's pushed out towards long, isn't going to find anything. Rumble, meanwhile, is pushing out, finds Exy, also finds Dash, a nice 2 kill. So aim is now working in the favour of Realmen once again. Oh, Tatanka missing an AWP shot. This is the first time I've seen him miss a couple of AWP shots, and now it's given the AWP over towards the hands of JC. But Mo's going to come in from the other side and clean up. Crumb is going to take down PCM in the meantime, so really this is duo time for Arrays. They've got to force up, and this is a really poor budget to force up on. I mean, Exy is going to have to force up either just an armor or an M4, and it looks like he's going to do that. No utility whatsoever. AWP's in the hands of Zor. Let's see how's it going to go against the AWP of Luke P. It looks like that Realmen just want to finish this off. They're charging out directly through mid, and we do see Tatanka has already made his way towards blue. I think he's had a couple of people climb ladder. I think he's spotted the shadow of JC, takes him out. Nicely done. Zor falling down now. Rumble trying to land the AK headshots, unable to work. He makes his way towards E-box and more. Can he get the Spanish smoke? No, he can't manage to. So Zor manages to get out just alive. The Molotov doesn't burn him as he makes his way towards smoke. Now Dash is going to be traded out by Mo. They're all converging on towards this A site. Zor unfortunately does fall towards the end. Now PCM, can he do the heroics? No, he can't. So it's all up to Exy with the silenced M4. He's now making his way towards SL. Bomb plane going down safe for Vines. And he's just spotting towards all the trains. Not going to find anything just as of yet. Now coming across through the smokes, has found Mo. Gets the spray down after lining the spray, but the tanker from underneath green's going to find him, and this is match point for Realmen, and it's a disastrous situation for Rays to be in. Look, they've done this before. They won the first eco they had. Arguably, Realmen played that very poorly, so it's really up to Realmen to lose this. Let's see how they go. Lukey has managed to pick up the AWP, so would be surprised to see them coming out mid again. looks like they are just going aggressive towards mid once again. We do see the rest of Arrays making their way towards Vines, as well as A site itself. There's only Xe on the B side, and we do see Rumble just waiting for any aggression. They're not going to find it. So I like how Real Mint are playing this now. So they're playing a lot more cautiously, more aggressively. Look, this is a lot better. They've learned from their mistakes, and they adapted. JC peeking out just at the wrong time is going to tag Luke, but Luke is going to take him down. So already a man down. This is not a situation for a race to be in. Who will it be for the hero for a race? A missed flash from Luke, but oh my goodness, Mole takes down PCM as he peeks out for a bit too long. Dash gets one, but traded out immediately. Now it's all up to Zor. He's the only man who can do some damage. He gets two, picks up an AK, but he can't escape. It's Xe, the last man left standing, takes down the tanker. He's up against Rumble on a one-on-one, and he's making his way back towards CT. The Rumble gonna get the bomb plant down very shortly. And it's going to be 40 seconds. In these 40 seconds, who's going to be the hero? Is it going to be Xe? Is it going to be Rumble? Now, Xe does not have the best gun. And Rumble is spotting the line. He's going to come across it very shortly. I think Rumble may have the advantage. Oh, he shoots a little bit too early, but Rumble still managed to get it. And that's going to be GG. So, Real Mint are going to be taking out Cobblestone and Train as their 2-1 victory this week. Congratulations to them. A bit of a poor play on Inferno, and I did hammer them for it, and I think they deserve to be hammered for it, but they did come back towards the end with a more convincing performance in Train. After losing that first couple of rounds, they started getting their things going together. They started going, okay, our aim is going back on point, we're going to go together. Just these small things working now for them. Bad luck to Team Arrays. I do believe they played well, but they just got, I think, just a little bit unlucky in terms of Cobblestone. They weren't able to utilize any of their strats. I think in Train, they waited too long to utilize their strats on Train as well, so that may be a thing for them to fix, but I do like seeing these strats coming out from the teams. This means that they're at least actively trying to do something, so yeah. It's late, so if you guys just came in, it is a 2-1 victory towards Real Mint, so I think Real Mint going to sit, I think, either second or third now. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the match is going to go, but that is going to be me from tonight. As for always, it's been good casting. Got a little bit salty and mad towards the middle, but I think it was just a bit of poor gameplay. I did expect a lot better from both teams, in all honesty. I do hold these teams to high standards, which is why I kind of push them a little bit harder. Nevertheless, I hope everyone has a good evening, and thanks for tuning in once again.